won't record.
Turn off the light.
Turn off your mom's light.
You could if she had one, but she doesn't.
Zing.
She does not have one.
Well,
We've come full
good
circle.
evening, and welcome to our Demon Souls playthrough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come full circle back to the better of the two games.
We'll
just throwing that, instant opinion right out there.
Right at the start. We'll get into that.
Yeah.
But
Just better.
Well, anyway, I am Elliot George / Shifty McSly.
Also known as the McSly.
The McSly, yeah.
Yeah. Aaron McGovern, also known as Aaron McGovern.
And Dooman.
Yeah, I think my old profile
Dowman?
was Dooman. Yeah, but it's like Aaron now. So.
Your PlayStation.
Or Curtis
profile.
Maximus, Scott's profile.
Yeah.
Which I've,
You have many profiles.
Yes, I I go from profile to profile, and that's what I do.
Okay, well, we're doing a design talkthrough of Demon Souls because we love it.
It's pretty much one of the best games ever.
Yeah, and that's it. So
Names, Elliot. I need a name for this woman.
Test person.
How about
Unnamed test subject.
How about Win?
Win man. Win man, and then go dude.
No,
Win go.
Win girl.
Win girl. Oh.
Yeah.
Like your ladies.
Yeah.
You like being the ladies.
Yes. Well, I do recall saying on a forum at one point.
Certain satisfaction with
A
that.
guy said, if I'm going to be staring at an ass for a long period of time, it might as well be female.
I think that's been said many times.
Yeah. Well, it's good.
Well, let's commence.
Yep.
With the best class.
Temple Knight. Yeah, it's pretty damn good for most things.
Is it Temple Knight or Royal? Or does Royal have luck? I forget.
Whatever one doesn't have luck is better. Should we watch the cutscenes or? I suppose if we're doing like a complete thing, we could. And there's not that many of them, so.
Yeah, but there's not much point really, is there? Because we won't have much to say about the cutscenes. They're good. I like them.
That reminds me of Minas Tirith. I mean,
yeah,
that's something to say about it.
I don't know. I much prefer the world of Demon Souls to Dark Souls. So.
Well, I think you were saying at one point it's darker. It's more
yeah.
gothic.
Well,
whereas Dark Souls is more.
It kind of reminds me of like German mythology. More. I don't know what Dark Souls is meant to be.
It's more fantasy.
I guess. Yeah. Maybe it's slightly more original in some ways.
What? Demon?
Dark Souls.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I thought it was more generic.
I think it is more generic, but they made up more stuff. Whereas I get the feeling with Demon Souls, maybe they were stealing more stuff from old mythologies.
Yeah, but like everything does that.
Yeah, I know. I like it because it's stolen, I guess, from German mythologies, which are slightly less used.
Hmm.
I don't know.
It's a nice artwork.
I kind of preferred it. Yeah. Which music is this?
It's a piece of music.
It's one of the boss musics.
I don't think it is.
Leechmonger?
Maybe, I don't know.
It definitely is.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't remember.
I think that's Leechmonger.
Dude, I'm all about the game. None of this music crap.
Whatever.
That guy's
That
pretty much
looks
a legend.
cool. Hey, I like that picture. I enjoy it.
Yeah. From has a bit
That
of
actually kind of reminds me of Firelink.
yeah, a little bit. From definitely likes their eccentric characters.
Yeah.
I suppose there's less of them in this, but in Dark Souls, my god.
In Dark Souls, they all laugh after telling you stuff.
Not all of them.
A lot of them.
Yes,
too many of them.
There's a bunch of creepy laughs. Yes. Well, like look, what's his name?
I just
Bjorn does it.
Yeah.
He's got a hearty,
but
jolly laugh.
Yeah, it's a jolly laugh. It's not an insane laugh.
Yeah, I suppose. It's the guy on the top of the church in Dark. I can't remember his name. The cleric guy. He's like, everyone sins or whatever. Yeah. That's not very good, but...
What, my rendition wasn't very
yes,
good?
no, it wasn't.
Well, you can get stuffed.
I refuse. Should we?
Yeah, do it.
So I can kill... Well, hopefully kill... Vanguard.
Read all the messages. I'd be interested to see how much it tells you about the combat. It tells you pretty much everything, if I recall.
Oh, you mean the set messages?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they do.
Just you were saying
They're
that
actually useful, unlike most messages.
Just you saying that people never learn to lock on. I'm like,
That is true.
it tells you that somewhere, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, no, it's not that everyone didn't learn to lock on. It's just a lot of new players that I see playing the game, like either on YouTube or actually like some of the friends that we know that I've gotten them to play Demon or Dark. They don't lock on, and I cringe. I cringe because it's like a basic part of the game. You need to lock on.
Well, I'm not sure about Dark Souls. Oh, it does. No, they still have the messages at the start for the controls, don't they?
I don't know if they had a lock on one. I don't remember it. I know they do have it in
Yeah.
this. Oh, there we go, there's a ghost.
Yeah, that's a set ghost, I'm pretty sure.
No, that is not.
You positive?
Nope.
You've memorised the set ghost, have you? Wait,
Yeah,
read,
I
read
know
that
this-
message.
I know the set ghosts. That's not one of them.
I just want to see how well it teaches you to play.
Standard attack. No, I'm doing a running attack.
Oh, you rebel.
Yep. Thanks. Direction hold sprint. Yep.
Direction and circle. That's good. That's handy. Guard.
Guard this.
You meant to be going by the messages.
No. Wow, that's like kind of fucking with me because I'm so used to Darks. There you go.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, just like... Yeah, when
That's
I started...
that's a set ghost right there.
When I started playing it, yeah, I like locked on. I'm like, this is much easier. I will continue to use this.
Yeah, I know. I think people just like... It's the start of the game. They're kind of like, yeah, whatever. I just want to get into the game. I understand it, but at the same time, you need to learn that.
It's not that bad an opening because it is fairly brief.
Yeah.
They could have made it non-optional, to be honest, because you kind of breeze through it. It's not annoying to an experienced player, I don't think.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think one of the interesting differences between this and Dark Souls is that this makes you invincible for the first part of the game until the boss. You literally cannot die.
Yeah, I recall you telling me that.
No, that is true. You want me to sit here and
No, I believe you. I'm just saying I never noticed. I never tested it. I don't think I ever got to zero health.
I can't remember who was playing. I think it might have been... Maybe it was...
Okay, well...
James?
Let's have a look. I wouldn't mind saying it.
I think it was James who was playing. Someone was playing terribly. I can't remember who. A lot of people do play terribly.
Yeah.
They were playing terribly, and yeah, I noticed that they were not dying on a smidge health.
Yeah. I just like that you only noticed watching someone else. Yeah, I don't think I ever got to zero health there.
I can't imagine I did. I mean, maybe I did.
I think
I would have sucked,
you'd
obviously, when I
be
started.
so cautious at the start of the game. You'd be like, yeah, I'm going to munch.
Oh, Super Pro Pole. Oh, do you want me to get hit?
Up to you.
Yeah, I suppose.
It doesn't really matter. We'll take it as fact.
Well, we'll test it. I'll heal. We'll see a shiny effect. Wait, that's probably... What, is this taking too long?
What happens to you when you go to zero health?
You stay at 1 every time they hit you. You're invincible.
Okay.
As far as I remember. I hope I'm not wrong in making a fool out of myself. Yep, invincible. Cannot die.
Can take unlimited number of hits from there.
Yes, you cannot die until you get to the boss.
Cool.
Ooh, this menu's slightly
You're
less
going to
responsive.
optimize your armor?
I'll optimize when I get to the boss, definitely.
What's less responsive, sir?
The menu, it's not as quick.
Yeah, I think it's because of the slidey animations.
Yeah,
And
I'm
the
like,
stuff
it's actually fucking with me because I'm used to dark.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the one that really got me is when you go to do something and it asks you to confirm it, and
Yeah.
there's a delay before you can move the cursor across to yes, and do it. That's really
Menu
annoying.
stuff. Should we get into that?
Yeah, well, design chat. The menu is a part of that.
Yeah.
I think-
Shit appearing in front of you.
What the?
Well, you're
where
doing
does that
so.
brick come from?
I don't know. Whatever, break your freaking shield. Die.
The brick has physics. Well,
Fear the brick. Yes.
I
Like
don't-
when you die, for example, or when you pick up your souls or whatever, whenever that menu comes up, that shit takes too long. Obviously, you can press X
Yeah.
to get rid of it quicker, but it's still intrusive as fuck.
Yeah, it looks really pretty taking over the whole screen, but it's not helpful.
No, they should probably
I think
do something
I think a
about
lot of
that.
people really overlook menu design. They're like, it's a
Well,
menu.
no,
It's a
yes,
menu.
no,
How do
no.
you fuck it up?
Yeah,
but
well-
like Skyrim demonstrated quite clearly how you fuck it up.
Can't believe Johnny thought that was a good menu system. Sorry, Johnny, if you're watching this, but that was just terrible.
I'm amazed he brought it up as it
I
out
actually,
of the blue.
I do vividly recall his facial expression and his realization of the massive mistake he had just made.
Yeah.
Judging by the look on our faces, like, are you joking? Are you serious? Really?
I'm still amazed by that.
Yeah, it's unforgivable.
I don't know. Is there something about that menu that tricks people into thinking it's good?
I don't think so. Don't need a shield. Away you go.
Oh, yeah. Slow update. Can you get the helmet on? No.
No way.
Them some baggy pants.
Yep, that they are. What were we talking about? I've lost track of
Menus, but who cares?
menus. Boss menus.
Do you think it's good to have a boss that's meant to kill you? I guess it teaches you how brutal the game is.
Yeah. Well, I think it's there for story stuff, and it is cool.
What, this one?
Yeah, well, it's meant to kill you, so you respawn on the Nexus, right? So,
Yeah, I guess. I don't really pick up on it as a story thing.
well, it kind of is.
I suppose this is you as you've just entered Boletaria or whatever.
Yeah,
And you're only now
you just like
you're only now a phantom or whatever it is. An undead.
Rawr.
Man, that thing slaps him up. I remember trying to do it with the rapier.
Yeah, no, it takes ages, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This thing is actually really good as a starting weapon.
Yeah, no, I recall a few times I've just sped through the game. I just grabbed that, upgraded it to like +3, and made it through the whole game with it.
No, he's like a really easy version of that other guy. Dark Souls. The boss
yeah.
they triple used.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one.
Hey, at least they only double used it in Demon Souls. I think that's better.
Well, it's the same enemy. It wasn't a boss though. That's the thing. It was just an ordinary enemy. It was like a sub boss.
It was, yeah, mini boss. Yeah, well, I guess that's even more forgivable then.
Yeah, definitely.
Good.
So yeah, menu design. Oh yeah, we were talking about well, I was thinking of the time we were talking about how the menu is practically the HUD in the actual game when you're playing the game is practically identical except for it's a little bigger and dark
The
for some
scale of
reason.
it, yeah.
I mean, and I think we were talking about the only reason I can think of that they would have upscaled it like that is for people in standard def, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I've never tried the game in standard def. They should just
Well,
scale the
you
HUD.
can't read the text, like Crescent Moongrass at the bottom there. You cannot read it.
Have you tried it?
Yeah, I
Oh.
played it at standard def. It's horrible.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
You cannot read the text.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I can understand it for standard def, but yeah, it kind of. I find the interface when going back to Demon Souls from Dark, I was like, wow, this is a lot smaller and a lot more streamlined.
Yeah. I'm sure it's much nicer for HD, but yeah, I guess if you can't read anything in standard def, it doesn't help. But yeah, I mean, you gotta understand, I guess, they have to put a lot of effort into that stuff, really. I mean, when you have to kind of rejig the UI and the way it works for standard def,
It's time for me to
it'd
die.
be a bit of a pain. Punched in the face, eh?
Yep, I love it.
Oh my god!
Yeah, you may win.
Falcon punch!
I'll have you yet.
So you going out?
I didn't die legitimately. I didn't actually die.
Yeah. I guess it's not a big deal to have that happen as a story thing.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to
So-
be you have to die for the story to progress.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't really care for story much in games, but I guess it doesn't hurt the gameplay, really.
Well,
as a new player,
I have no problem
I
with
don't-
story in games as long as it doesn't interfere with the gameplay.
Yeah.
Whereas
Well,
a lot
I
of
think-
the time it does.
Yeah, I think Demon Souls and Dark Souls as well do a good job of that.
Yeah, it was
It's like
minimalist.
yeah, and you can skip all of it. Like, I hate story. Shut up now. They respect that. That's good.
It's a bit.
Yeah.
It's a bit of an oddity in modern gaming these days. I think,
Yeah.
To have that sort of minimalist design.
There's
I don't know.
definitely-
I still think this game. I mean, I've never really played Symphony of the Night, but I don't know. Whenever I see this game, because I've seen you play it, I can't help but think this is like a 3D version of Symphony of the Night. It really is. It's sort of similar. Like in Symphony of the Night, you get all these different like, little options and weapons and stuff that you can use to like attack these enemies and have specific tactics
Yeah.
to take them down. And it's the same in this.
Yeah.
It's just 3-dimensional. I'm not saying they're the same game. I'm just saying that reminds me of it.
Yeah. It's true to a degree. I mean, in Dark Souls, you can definitely see the Castlevania influences more so than this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still really like the level structure of Demon Souls. I just feel it works so much better than Dark Souls.
It seems more traditional, it's like retro sort of thing.
It is, and like some people go, I don't like it. It doesn't sort of draw me into the world or something. But I don't know. It works well. You're like, yes, I've completed this area. I know what I've done. Whereas Dark Souls, you're like, where the fuck am I going?
Yeah, well, I think in Dark Souls you definitely have the
And I've had that a few times in Dark Souls. I've played through the game a few times now and still occasionally get lost.
Yeah.
I'm like, where is that key I need?
No, yeah, I always end up forgetting how to get down to the Capra Demon from
Yeah.
the Undead Bird.
Yeah, no, I
and
think
I always do
that's
that.
the one I forget. Is that the key near the gate?
Yeah, and you have to go
portcullis?
down the
Yeah, I forgot that one.
bridge. Yeah,
I was
past
there
the
for
bridge,
hours.
where Solaire is essentially. Yeah, no, I've forgotten like 3 or 4 times playing through the game. How do you get there again? Like, oh yeah, that's right. After wandering around for a bit, whatever. I don't care about the dragon.
Yeah.
Here we are. This is the bane of many gamers' existences. This
is-
starting level.
It is a fantastic level. I think it's one of the better levels, really.
You reckon?
Yeah.
It's a bit generic, I think, a little bit.
Design-wise or level-wise?
Like artistically, I think it's just I don't know. It's not a bad level. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I
it's no
suppose-
Anno Londo, that's for sure.
Some of the later parts of this level, I guess, look a bit bland. I like this opening bit. I mean, it's the opening to a castle. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's definitely got that.
Yeah,
style to it.
I was talking more from a gameplay perspective. I think it's pretty strong. I mean, yeah, because when we first started playing, we both died a lot on this level.
Oh yeah.
But I never found it infuriating. Whereas the second level on the bridge, I died heaps there, and that really annoyed me.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just sort of that's a difference in sort of like
I think it's
a gamer, I guess. I don't know. I can't help but think maybe that's a personal thing rather than
I think it's the level.
potentially. I'm just saying. It's potentially a.
I think a lot of it's the level. I think level design is another thing that's kind of overlooked a lot. So I think you can make fairly standard gameplay really interesting just by good level design.
Yeah. I know.
Like I think, I was thinking before, like Counter-Strike is it's a really bland game. You pretty much move and shoot, but it's just because it's got good levels that people play it for so long.
Well, I don't really know about Counter-Strike. I haven't really played it all that much, to be honest. I mean, I used to play it back in the day, but I'm partial to Left 4 Dead now. So, ooh, goodies.
Yeah, but you can see the level design there as well. The bad level design, you don't really want to play the game. So, I think
Well, I think I can compare that in my personal experience to Left 4 Dead. Like some of those levels, individual levels now, not entire campaigns.
Yeah.
I find unbearable.
There's generally some good parts of campaigns. But yeah, I think that's the whole thing, is that even a lot of games that aren't brilliant, if you make the level design, and I guess the level design has to work around the gameplay. Has to encourage the gameplay and make it challenging and interesting.
Yeah, Dark Carnival, bad, really bad.
Yeah, well, the
campaign's alright.
Dark Carnival
Finale's horrible.
Dark Carnival Part 1 is quite good, I think. And goes downhill.
Goodies.
Cuties.
Indeed.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess what you'd be looking for in this level should obviously be fairly simple as the first real level. I guess you should continue teaching you how to play.
Yeah, why not?
But yeah, I think before the first Blue-Eye Knight in the tutorial, it tells you how to parry, right?
Yes, it does.
Or is
it tells you how to parry, it tells you how to lock on, it tells you how to block, it tells you how to attack, tells you how to run.
Well, I can't remember exactly. I think it's either before the first or the second Blue-Eye Knight has a message telling you how to parry. So it's trying to prepare you, I suppose. They could probably have taught you to parry an easier enemy.
Well, I don't think parry is easy when you first start playing the game at all, no matter what the enemy is, really.
Yeah, no, but I think the soldier guys are probably the easiest.
Oh, damn it.
These guys have their spam attacks, which are a bit tricky.
Yeah.
The soldier guys just sort of wind up their swings.
The goodies.
Yeah, no, I just really like this level because there's like quite a few paths to go through.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's varied and interesting.
I think the thought put behind shortcuts and sort of like permanent progression through sort of like just the shortcuts really, I guess, is definitely a good idea, and especially in a game when obviously you respawn back at the start of the level and all that jazz.
Yeah.
It gives you I'm getting somewhere.
I can understand like a lot of people giving up because it is a bit of a brutal level to start on.
Well, the learning curve in the game is nuts.
Well, I just mean because this level's so long. Like, for example, the second level, you run down the path, and then you're in the boss.
Near as long, yeah.
And this is like, you gotta go all the way around, you gotta open all this stuff.
One of the bigger levels, yeah, definitely. I suppose I don't want to look ridiculous, I'll stick with my fat roll.
Well, playing as a newbie, you'd have a fat roll.
Yeah. I'll just be a noob for a bit. Only for a bit.
Yeah.
Don't be confused, I'm not actually a noob.
I think that'll be plenty obvious.
Yeah. It's probably already apparent, I would hope.
Yeah.
Otherwise, clearly I haven't finished this game enough. I'm glad that they extended the multiplayer servers.
Yeah. I don't think they put a definite end date on it, do they?
Well, I hope they don't, to be honest, because it's a good game. I mean, yeah, obviously the sequels come out and now everyone's moved on to new and shiny, but...
I can understand that, though, because I think Dark Souls single player is more substantial.
Oh, yeah, you
it takes you longer to get through. And in some ways it's more interesting. I don't think it's as good, but I think it is more interesting.
Well, I think you've said before you thought the co-op was better.
Yeah. Because I think the regular enemy patterns are more challenging. Whereas in Demon's Souls, you could kind of perfect things a little too easily.
Yeah.
You know, you would just absolutely master an area and nothing would ever touch you. Because I guess they added, in some ways good, in some ways bad, more unpredictability to Dark Souls.
Ooh, God.
Oh,
that was close.
He's on to you.
Yeah, I was doing the whole... Oh, fuck you.
Demonstrating how you lose to the Red-Eye Knight.
Yeah, I could very well have died there.
Yeah.
Gotta time this right, I'm not used to it. Stupid Dark Souls fucking up my timing.
Wow, that's some great healing.
Yep, thanks.
It's incredibly crippled.
You gonna heal now, Mr. Red-Eye?
He wants to. Look at him.
No. Just like PvP.
Well, just like PvP used to be when everyone healed.
Yeah, that's true. Well, people still do heal, and it's funny. Just hang around near them, wait for them to heal, and get your backstab on.
I wonder how many people ran to that Red-Eye Knight and didn't realise he was optional.
Well, I think maybe people ran to that Red-Eye Knight, died to that Red-Eye Knight, and said, fuck that. I imagine a lot of people were like that. Strava, my bro, it's been ages. I've been stuck with this random Solaire guy.
He's just a pale imitation, really.
The guy is fucking obsessed. Keeps going on about fucking
the sun
and all this crap. Getting you into combat. Off you go. I'll observe you for funsies. No drop attacks. I do like drop attacks.
Yeah. They're definitely a straight up improvement.
Yeah.
As I mentioned before, I'm not big on jump attacks.
Yeah, well, drop attacks are just... Jump attacks... They're just drop attacks, really.
Yeah, I guess the jump attacks actually work quite well in PvE.
Yeah.
They're just an absolute joke in PvP, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh no, you can drop down on people too. If it's like
no, not drop attacks, jump attacks.
Well, they're essentially the same thing, dude.
No, they're jumping forwards attacks. But just being able to do them off the ground has value in single player.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of the enemies you spring in and slap them.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Unfortunately, drop attacks will jump attacks, so I say, will generally end up getting you hurt a lot of the time because while you're doing that thing, doing the whole jump attack thing, will get you a counter hit if you get hit, which is more damage for you. On you.
Do counter hits occur on your regular attacks or not?
When you're attacking?
Yeah.
Maybe in certain frames of it, but not normally, no.
Might be certain weapons as well.
I'm not 100% on that one, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Jump attacks, they're generally higher damage though, so it's kind of like risk-reward, that whole thing.
Yeah.
No.
Well, there certainly are those situations where you do want to use them. When, like the Balder Knights, when they're either in parry mode or just walking around.
Shouldn't have blocked that was silly.
Those are some launching goods.
Yep. Range it on you guys, range it on you.
I think maybe Demon Souls needed more multi-enemy combat.
You mean like groups?
I guess it needed to be more viable in some ways.
What's the thing over there? I don't even remember what this is. That's very
what?
unusual.
You've forgotten an item location?
Yes, I have.
This is outrageous.
Probably because it was insignificant.
Doesn't matter. What's that on the left?
I think it's a soul. Oh wait, no, it might be grass. No, it's a soul. So, do you want me to demonstrate my incredible knowledge of this game? Because people are going to think I'm the saddest dude ever, and could very well be right.
Well, to be fair, there's games with a lot more to memorise than this game. Diablo 2.
Oh, you memorised it?
I remembered a load of those uniques.
Ah, there you go. Just as sad.
Yeah.
Making me feel better already.
Be like unique short sword drop, and I know that one. I might forget it now, but I'm not sure.
Yes, indeed.
What was I talking about? Oh,
Diablo.
Yeah, multi-enemy combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just thought that... I guess in Dark Souls as well as Demon Souls, probably less so, you often end up singling out enemies.
In Dark or Demon, sorry?
In both, but I guess maybe a bit less in Dark Souls.
Yeah, I found that.
Yeah, you often end up fighting a few guys at once.
I found singling out in Demon Souls a lot more. I remember doing it a lot more.
Yeah, you would intentionally do it heaps. Maybe they just don't stick together as well. They're definitely... the enemies are much more vindictive in Dark Souls. Once they're onto you, they don't give up.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, and most of the time, like I remember in the forest, like obviously, the Forest Covenant forest, they had, the invisible night guys and all the NPC dudes that attack you once you go in there.
Yeah.
And they generally stop when you get to that door that you unlock with the crest of the Stories, whatever it is. And I've had for some reason, I was playing it before, and they were like chasing me all the way into almost where the Moonlight Butterfly was. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Have they completely
forgotten? I've had a couple of them. I've had both the invisible night dudes chase me through that doorway.
Yeah, maybe the invisible knights are not limited in that way. I don't know.
And I think the thief guy as well. But I'm not sure other than that.
I think you can roll with this.
Yeah, but they definitely do. Once they're onto you, they don't give up.
I have a habit of buying this armor when I go through the game.
This is light.
Yeah, well, I just like the overall.
Everybody does. Although, Demon Souls fatty roll. Extra invincibility frames, so that's good.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. That's I saw that. I mean, back before you'd properly mastered Flame Lurker, I guess. Using the fatty roll, and you just be in the middle of his explosions the whole time.
Yeah.
And I went, a use for the fatty roll.
Well, I think if I remember the first time I fought, well, not the exact first time, but like my first run through of killing, that was bad. Flame Lurker is, I died multiple times, obviously, just about everyone who versed him, and I think the only way I actually ended up killing him in my first playthrough was getting the purple flame shield. I went out of my way to get it.
Yeah.
Because like...
Yeah, well, early on, yeah, I definitely remember trying to block his attacks, and that did not really work.
You can do it. Obviously, yeah.
You can do it with purple flame shield, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely viable with that. A lot of hit raise, and pretty damn good fire block. 90% if I recall. Yeah, that was like ridiculously easy. Obviously, not flashback. What's it called? Water Veil. Water Veil. That's what it's called. In Demon Souls, that helps a lot. Oh, right. Yeah.
I'm sure anybody watching this will enjoy it when we get to Flame Lurker and just start gushing about how great he is.
He's pretty damn good. Come on.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about this stance with the sword. That's like messing with my head right now.
The stance?
Look, it's like down. I'm used to having it up in dark.
Oh, well, whoop-de-doo.
It's blowing my mind. The subtle differences are blowing my mind. No. And now
Don't get torched.
Don't torch me, bro. Is that it?
Yeah, why not?
This is the internet. This is where these things belong.
Yeah.
Come on, do your flame thing. Yes, thank you. It's very kind of you.
Do you recall if you got torched by him on the first playthrough?
I did die multiple times trying to get across there, and was so very happy to find out I wouldn't have to go back there.
Yeah.
After opening up the boss.
I think I got torched a couple of times, and what I did was ran to his roost. He would go and fly down, and then I would then sprint across the bridge.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
He couldn't get off his roost quick enough. I was like, ha! I'm so smart. I've outsmarted you, dragon.
Here he goes. Safety. Yeah, I think we did run out of grass the first few times we played this game, didn't we?
Really? No.
I seem to recall it happening at some point.
I don't recall. I recall on the bridge level. Is that Boletaria Part 2?
Yeah, that's the next level.
Yeah, no, the knights at the end. Well, like, a bunch of the enemies there would drop grass every time, so every time going through it, I would kill them to just restock my grass.
Bloodstain, huh? Scott takes a sadistic pleasure in watching this shit, hey?
He does.
Oh, I wish the boulders, the ones I used to kill all those archers on the bridge before.
Yeah.
Yeah, he freaking loves that one.
What if there's death animation?
Yeah, no, I've actually seen some pretty funny ones in Scott's defense, but like, yeah.
Where they get jiggled down.
They get comboed. Like they get knocked over. Obviously, they've been hit by it, and then they get back up, and then they get knocked over again. And the whole time they're getting jiggled on these rocks.
Yeah.
These boulders.
What I always meant to get loads of health and just see how far you could ride them.
Because it's probably ride them pretty well.
Most of the times, yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, obviously you die at some point, but I'm wondering if you had enough health to just last forever. How far you could take them.
Probably quite far. They don't scale up in the new games, do they?
I'm not sure.
Hello.
What's this Joker one?
Got more sugar?
Yeah, we got sugar. Go away.
Up.
We don't want your voice in here. This is.
Crap voice thing.
It's doing a game playthrough. Yeah, thanks for that.
Lovely.
Yes.
Look out.
Don't worry, I'm blocking. I can totally do that. Close?
No. It's fine.
What was I talking about before we were rudely interrupted?
I don't know, but I'm sure it was fabulous.
That's
ruined forever.
My opinion of yourself there, really?
You said, what were you talking about?
Whatever, you're a jerk.
I'm a jerk who thinks you're great, apparently, but
You're just a jerk.
I don't get no respect.
No, none.
I was amazed, yeah, when Scott was doing this actually, he never bothered to go around and hit the back of those guys. It was Scott or James, I can't remember.
I don't know.
But yeah, watching one of them, I was like, you can hit them in the back for much more damage. He just never did it.
Why, did they know about it, or they just couldn't be bothered at all?
I don't know. They didn't have a super hard time with it, but I think it was speared in the face a couple of times.
Hmm. Yep.
Hmm. I suppose this is a good opening boss.
Yeah, he's not too difficult. What the fuck? It's kind of interesting.
Just hanging on.
This
I guess he's
oh, it's not. That's right. It's not select anymore.
his ragdoll got speared.
It's holding a button, isn't it?
Oh, for the gestures?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, X.
Oh, it's not my. I don't have my shrug though.
Yeah, it's not the same.
No shrug. Fucking love Dark Souls shrug. It's good stuff.
Well, there's one good shrug and one bad shrug.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the what is it shrug.
Well, it's a bit of a
Whoa.
dick. Yeah, that went straight up for some reason. It's a bit of a dick shrug, yeah.
Wow, that was pretty good.
I know what I'm doing. Yeah, kind of.
I think you gotta keep it upwards while you're pelting it, right?
Yeah, well, I'm just using D-Log, so... It's more efficient if you know what you're doing.
No, I'm just saying you were like lowering the camera before you'd finished the animation.
Enjoying this. Loving it.
We're having fun, aren't we?
Yes.
I would have liked... I don't know if it would be in keeping with Demon's Souls gameplay, but I like that this is a boss that you actually can use some items on.
Yeah, like, set weaknesses to make...
Yeah, or just making use of the items. I'd like to see a game similar to this that really makes you use items throughout the levels.
Yeah, that's true.
You're never really taxed that much that you have to resort to items. Depending on how good you are, obviously.
Yeah.
But there's also not that much of an incentive when you can just go and beat them with your stick.
Yeah, that's like, I think... Well, obviously, Flamelurk is weak against, what the hell is that, like smoke? Yeah. Weak against magic.
Hmm.
So there's definitely those weaknesses there.
Yeah, but it's not only weaknesses, it's the utility there that when you pelt the firebomb, it's AoE. That's what makes it good, not the weakness.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, the combination, obviously.
Well,
helps.
yeah, it does do fire damage and it does do damage through their shields. It doesn't actually outright kill them when you hit them on their shield, but...
Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of the utility of the item. Whereas throughout most of the game, all the items are a bit of a waste of time.
I suppose it depends.
Could you poison bosses in this game? I forget. I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I'm not sure.
Except Old King Doran.
I think you can some of them, but like I don't think I ever recall doing it.
Yeah.
I think because it takes too long. I've done it in Dark Souls, but not.
Might be worthwhile on Garl Vinland if you're having trouble with him.
Yeah.
I'm just remembering the early playthroughs. I didn't have that good a weapon, so like even riposting him was going to take ages.
Yeah. Well, no. If you've got like oh my god, it's a nightmare if you've got a weapon that has magical damage.
Yeah.
Like if you've gone I'll go magic weapon and then it does fucking nothing. Obviously because it's got Dark Silver and it's like the best magic block armor in the game, I guess. Magic reduction, should I say?
Oh, you're skipping that one, are you?
Well, whatever. Look, I'm on.
Whatever. Shut up. You got to say yes, right?
Yeah, I'll go back.
What do you mean you'll go back?
I gotta get my thing. Yes.
What?
It's good. It's good stuff.
Did you desperately needed that or something?
My mind told me that I needed it. I'm not sure if I actually do.
You're in body form right now, so I'm gonna go with no.
Yeah, I forgot about that. It doesn't do it in dark. I don't remember this. This is like ancient history. This is like a year ago, dude. And by year, I mean couple months.
Yeah.
Well, how long has it been? I don't know how long Dark's been out for. Like 3-4 months.
So that came out in October, right?
Yeah, it's about 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. 3, 4, 4, 5.
3, 4, 5 years. 10 years. Get my goodies.
It's cheeky. Remember discovering those. You feel like such a legend when you find them out.
Man, I'm awesome.
Yeah. I am great. I know the Nexus inside out.
Equip my goodies.
I love the art design in the Nexus, hey? So is it that centre bit with all the rings?
Yeah, I do like these. They're
Looks so
pretty
cool.
damn cool.
And like the sound effects when you run over the thing. It's awesome.
Yeah, there they are, and the fact that they move.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we've talked about this many times before, and now we've decided to do this recording. But the art design, or should I say, detail level in in Demon Souls over Dark is so much more condensed. I guess.
Yeah, you find
it's more consistent.
There's a lot of things with detail in them. There's
Yeah.
no real broad open areas with no detailing done.
Yeah, because just the
I-
Anor Londo is just a hideous monster. It's just the blandest level ever.
Yeah, well, they were going for something, but I think the brown lighting kind of killed it. They were going for like the white stone look, which I guess could have been good.
There wasn't enough detail,
It
really.
didn't pull it off to my
It's
mind.
a severe lack of detail. And the forest, oh god.
I just love the Nexus. I mean, look at those little patterns in front of the archstones on the ground.
Yeah, no, it's damn detailed. It's good stuff.
It's freaking beautiful.
Fight me.
Fight me, you peasant.
Come on. Onto you, buddy.
Nice.
Taste the power of PvP man. Or woman. Whatever. Down there. Yeah, the forest bit and before the Crystal Cave
Oh.
is... God, how bad is that?
After Duke's Archives.
Mmm.
Painful. I might edit in a screenshot of that just to demonstrate how bad it is.
Yep. It's pretty bad.
Stockpile Thomas.
I suppose I should...
Maiden in Black. Maiden in Black is such a cool character.
Yeah, I remember,
like-
remember hearing about a whole bunch of people before Dark Souls came out going, there better be an equivalent. Because I'll be pissed if there's not.
I love her speech as well. Yeah. I know, I like a lot of the dialogue in the game. Kind of just gives you a sense of the world, I guess.
Well, I think you get the same thing in Dark.
A bit, yeah, but there's like, I don't know, it struck me as more flavourful. Like, yeah, the speech she does when you're leveling up.
That's right, you can only... That's kind of an improvement, actually, in Dark. You can set multiple levels,
Yeah,
whereas in this you have to keep clicking a button
Yeah.
to do it. That's actually quite good.
it was an improvement.
Good enough for second chance.
Really?
What, dude, second
It's your
chance?
endurance. You're not going to be hit, are you?
Second chance.
You're a man who loves his second chance.
I am, I enjoy it.
Would you say you're a fan?
I am a fan, yes. Yes, I am. I'm gonna go to this level here.
Stonefang!
Get my upgrade stones. Make myself a cool weapon. Yep.
I like, yeah, this level's quite good. I like the shortcut in it.
I like the blacksmith.
It's a significant, yeah, well, fun. But it's a significant shortcut. It kind of works well.
Well, no, the shortcut system is good. They definitely designed shortcuts really, really well.
Yeah.
That's a system I
I
like.
feel maybe they were a bit more generic in Demon Souls. Like they were typically in the same locations. Not that that's a bad thing, but you know, it generally allows you to skip half the level. Whereas in Dark Souls, they just seem to put them wherever they felt like.
Well, I think it probably might be a result of the sort of...
Bonfire system.
I think the open world system more than anything.
Summoning.
No,
Bring him in.
No, he's gonna be like a twink or something probably. Look, dude, look how many multiplayer sessions he's
Okay,
got.
whatever.
I don't want to play the level for me.
Fine.
I know what I'm doing. I don't need his help.
I trust you, I really do.
Close the door, Elliot. Gonna go get me a strength scaling axe. I suppose it won't be-
Neato.
I probably don't need it because.
Is it going to out-damage your current weapon?
No, not in this level.
Oh, PS, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to use my power attack in this level. Oh, it's been a while. Nice hat.
Man, that hat's so cool.
Novelty hats, as far as they go, I don't know. The Faris hat is just nowhere near as cool.
I knew something had been missing from my life.
Uh-oh.
And there it is. Oh, brutal.
I'm good. I'm fine. I'm pro.
Um,
Look how pro I can munch this grass.
Pro Muncher.
Pro muncher. Kind of.
Yeah, you're a Pro Muncher, you're just not pro at anything else.
Oh. Damn. That sucks.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sold on the concept of damage types.
I don't know. I don't mind.
I guess I'm just trying to figure out what the idea behind it is. Is it just to force you to change up weapon types? I guess maybe we get into too rigidly designed builds. Like, you know, I'm a strength build, therefore I have.
Well, I
weapons.
think they can add a sort of like an element of what would this enemy be weak against. I mean,
yeah, I can totally see
like
it.
thinking, I guess.
Yeah, if you're doing sort of a big multiplayer game, it's good because you have people mix it up and you have to have, you know, team composition or whatever. But I don't know. I just think for a single player game, if you're suddenly gimped based on the area, it just seems a bit odd to me.
Yeah, it seems like it'll just encourage you to go to another area until...
Yeah. I don't know, maybe I'm too used to doing specific builds due to PvP. I guess you would have a more generic character if you were just playing single player.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And yeah, I guess in that sense it would be good. It would make you mix up the weapons.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not opposed to the idea of damage types, to be honest. Like skeletons, that in my mind, maybe it's because I just play a lot of games. Blunt weapons was just the natural thing I thought of, and said yes, they'll be weak against that, and they are. So
yeah,
smash those bones.
I just mean from sort of a gameplay perspective. Like if you've made, like a blunt build and you come here, it's freaking brutal.
Well, yeah.
You're kind of forced into changing weapons. Yeah, I guess whether or not you see that as a bad thing.
Yeah, well, I think it was when you're thinking about like weapons and stuff like that. It was different in this game over Dark, because in Dark you can upgrade any weapon to be any type. Like you can have a faith scaling mace or whatever.
Oh yeah, no, but I mean like the pierce and slash. You can't change that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying
that's what I'm talking about more so. Something that you've made.
Well, I actually thought it was good that any character could use a base item. Like you can't have a magic, well, a crescent mace in this game, for example. You can only have strength or moon, I think, which is essentially similar, but
yeah,
like you can have faith rapiers in Dark.
Yeah, I
like that.
Yeah.
Whereas it kind of limits you. You don't want to say, okay, here's your character, here's your build. This build is limited to certain things. I don't know, I didn't like that, to be honest.
Suppose. I guess it just informs your builds. But then at the same time, I guess it forces you to deal with maybe a weapon that's not your favourite, which can be a good thing.
Yeah.
Forcing variation, I suppose.
I don't know, maybe I just like the idea that my character can use...
Yeah, use anything.
Yeah. Enjoy that combo. So tempted to try and do a jump attack now. I have to just tell myself, no, they don't exist anymore. Not in this game.
I still sometimes question just RPG mechanics in general, though.
Well, yeah.
They seem... I guess I feel like they work in this game, but at the same time, I can imagine, if they've flattened out the damage of enemies and that sort of thing, you wouldn't need leveling. Because you could still have the gear system and upgrade your gear or whatever.
Well, that's essentially...
And just make the... it kind of becomes a numbers game if the numbers just keep getting larger, but your numbers keep getting larger, kind of cancels out.
Well, you think it should be more like... do away with leveling and just sort of like, as you go through the game, you acquire the things that you might need to tackle the challenges as you go along. And level them up.
Yeah, I just think that for a lot of games, really, the leveling is cancelled out by the enemies getting bigger numbers.
So it's essentially nothing happens.
Yeah, you could get rid of both of those number changes.
Well, one of the things I find really annoying is
I mean, I like... Too bad you couldn't drop attack.
Yeah, no, I was trying. I was trying.
Yeah, I mean, I like that you have specific builds. You kind of create your character in a certain way. That's nice.
Well, yeah, I know. When you're over leveled in this game, it's like, I don't know, it takes the challenge out.
That's just it, yeah. I suppose you could see it as a balancing mechanic, you know. If somebody's having loads of problems with the game, you can just kind of level. So you could say it's a way for the player to set their own difficulty level. But, yeah, I don't know. I would have liked Demon's Souls and Dark Souls to have difficulty settings.
Well, it's yeah.
I mean, they've done a good job of not having them. But it just seems like you're kind of locking out a lot of players. Bad players and good players, I suppose. Not that you'd want it much more difficult.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind the idea of getting modern gamers to actually play a game that's challenging. To be honest, because most games aren't. It kind of pisses me off. I'm in that group. Yes, I know, but
well, yeah, maybe they could have just done easy and normal to make people feel bad about playing it on easy.
well, I don't think they do. Richard plays all his games on easy, and I give him relentless shit about it. I don't know. I find a lot of the time, obviously you can have like bad sort of like learning curves and stuff like that, but a lot of the time I find that playing a game in a harder difficulty, good or bad, in terms of like how you're supposed to learn the game and how well it's designed in that way. Playing it on the hardest difficulty will cause you to use everything that's in the game possible.
Yeah, exactly.
At your disposal to get better at it.
Yeah,
really.
I can't remember. I was reading some article or something. Somebody was talking about. I can't remember. But yeah, they're saying a similar thing where, I guess similar to how I was talking about the items. If there were more things that required you, that really maxed you out, that you couldn't deal with, and you had to resort to using items and that sort of thing.
It does make you vary, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the difficulty can kind of make you explore the gameplay deeper.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well. Yeah, definitely. That's pretty much what I was trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't understand, like, the action movie games that you're hardly playing. It's just fancy things happening in front of you, and you press a few buttons.
Yeah, I don't know. While I agree with you on the most part, like, I don't know, I kind of like Mass Effect, and I think that would be one of the big contenders that you're talking about there.
Well,
sort of
yeah,
like
but
cinematic game.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe just pulls it off because
it's
I find
cinematic, but the actual gameplay when you get into the combat sort of has proper mechanics.
Yeah.
I wouldn't compare it to other games, you know, with quick time events. Oh.
Yeah, it's a heinous invention. It's just bad. I mean, yeah. Actually, Witcher 2 is like one of the games I've actually played where it has quick times, but it has an option to turn most of them off. I was like, well done. That is a fucking achievement right there. You've realised, hey, a lot of people don't like this. Maybe we should have the option to turn this completely pointless crap off.
Yeah. It's just... I think it's terrible. In Resident Evil 4, they did it where, in the middle of a cutscene, suddenly you're dead.
Yeah. Well, I don't like those ones so much, but, like, the prompts...
The prompts are fine, yeah.
The prompts, like, for example, you shoot them in the hand or whatever, and then you go to kick them, or you break their neck if you're hunk or something, or whatever.
Yeah.
I liked those.
But I think...
Because it required some input
a lot of those, when they're good, and you enjoy them, it's often because they boil down to being a context-sensitive action. You know, you put the enemy in a certain position, therefore you can do this thing. Rather than just a prompt out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was
Dead
definitely
Space
some...
is a bit of an offender for that. I like Dead Space, but...
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely have to feel like you're the one causing the situation.
Yeah.
And then you can take advantage of it with a quick time.
God damn. Damn. These geckos are owning me, dude.
Yeah. No, they're really annoying. Poleaxe. Or whatever it is. Halberd.
Combo. Where's my poise?
Halberd would be the go. That's some sweet grass.
Yeah, might as well get rid of it now, though.
Yeah.
Oh, double whammy.
Oh, snap.
These beats are so fresh. Wonder if anyone will get that.
Yes.
I'll be happy if someone
Yes.
gets that.
Somebody will, surely.
Yeah, it's the internet.
And you might as well just follow it up with the Tuesday's coming, did you bring your coat?
Well, I think a lot more people are going to get that. That's just too easy, Elliot.
Possibly.
I definitely think that would be probably more popular. Maybe it's just on our group and we're constantly quoting it. So
Yeah. We're constantly quoting both of those.
yeah, we're not quoting.
No, I think G.I. Joe definitely gets more quotes.
Yeah, there's more content there.
For Sheezy. There's more content to mine.
There's more gold. There's just more gold. Really, let's just be honest.
Don't you be hating on Don Hounsfield.
Oh, he's good. He's random good.
He's a bit of a legend.
Enjoy.
Yeah, I'm thinking about design points of this level. I guess it has multiple shortcuts, doesn't it, really?
Yeah.
Because you get the water going.
You can totally go across that.
You start the elevator.
If you do it right, you go from the little water thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
I'm pretty sure I invented that.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't care.
I'm the guy who usually climbs every object.
You're the guy that does the random
to see
shit.
what can be climbed.
Just for the sake of it.
Yeah, like Skyrim. Spent freaking hours just
Yeah, well, I don't
climbing
know.
random mountain faces.
Oh wow, I can't pick that up, really? Oh right, yeah. Junk, oh yeah. I forgot. Yeah, I'm so used to Dark Souls. That's an improvement. That's a flat out improvement in my opinion.
I'm gonna agree.
Yeah. It is just way better.
Yeah, like a lot of these things I have to question.
I suppose actually.
I guess, what's the word I'm trying to think of?
I don't know, what is it?
Yeah, how you break your items.
Durability?
Durability, yeah. I mean, is that a worthwhile thing?
It seems like a chore.
Yeah.
That's kind of unnecessary.
It's like, what does it really bring to the table? I guess it forces you to have a backup weapon, but that doesn't seem like it's neither here nor there.
I don't mind it so much in terms of PvP. Obviously, I'm
because you can break them.
Because you can break them. Obviously, it was a lot easier in this game than it was in Dark. But katanas, for example, which are just fast and more powerful than, like, say, a straight sword.
Yeah.
Just flat out better as an effective weapon, but had a weakness of lower durability. So you could just bust out scraping spear or whatever and just fuck up a katana.
For it to have made good sense, though, you would want a special way to damage weapons, rather than just a weapon that damages weapons. You know what I mean?
Well, they don't have any of that in Dark.
Yeah. Yeah, but you're also never likely to break anything in Dark unless it's crystal.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crystal.
Yeah, I guess you could play off it. You could turn it into an actual gameplay mechanic. But you would have to have set things that damage your weapon or something like that. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, they do have set things in Dark, like for if the clams eat you or whatever.
The special attacks.
Or yeah.
The what?
Like
clams.
If the clams eat you, they damage your gear.
I did not know they could eat you.
If they grab you, you'd have to be pretty mentally retarded to let them. If they grab you, and they as when they're like nomming on you or whatever, they actually damage your gear. A whole bunch of enemies do that.
Yeah, a whole bunch of enemies grab you. I don't think I've ever been grabbed by a clam.
I'm not surprised.
Oh. Yeah, I wasn't really aware they could do that.
Yeah, well, they can, so...
I've seen... Normally they just bash you around.
They do, but they've got this thing where they kind of spat out for a bit and then twitch forward and try to grab you, and when they do, they flip you up into the air and then nom on you.
Okay. They are pretty amazing at comboing you, hey? When they flick you into the air.
Oh god, no.
And then when you're getting up, smack, you hit again.
Yeah, no, I think the most annoying thing is definitely when you're going to attack them and they happen to hit you at the same time, or nudge you at the same time, and then you do a drop attack, and then you take 10 years to recover.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Yeah. No, but often they'll hit you into the ground and you're floored afterwards. And then when you're getting up, they will flawlessly time it and smash you again.
I really should have picked up with sticky white stuff at the start of the level. That was stupid. Actually, I think I will. I'll go back and grab it, and then I'll upgrade my gear with all the stones I got. So I'm not ineffectual with this base weapon.
This is first playthrough.
It is, but I don't want to
Man,
die. That's
yeah.
embarrassing.
I was-
Dude,
I
I,
was
have to
pretty-
be flawless.
Yeah, I don't think you're likely to die. Just would have taken a long time. I was surprised when I went back recently and played on New Game Plus. I was like, wow, everything does so much damage.
Mm.
Like those guys with the those dudes with the melty swords.
Oh yeah, they're like two hit and you're
Yeah,
dead.
yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled between them. They both poked me. I was out of there. I was like, wow, that's brutal.
Going.
Yeah, I feel like Demon Souls maybe punishes you a little bit more for some of that stuff.
I don't mind
But-
it. I love the
but-
punishment.
Yeah, but I think in Dark Souls they throw a lot more at you.
Well, no, I think we were
you
talking.
get what I mean.
We talked about it a few times again before about how some of the Dark Souls sort of like challenges, I guess, seem more cheap than Demon Souls.
Yeah,
Which I'm trying to think of an example. Now.
yeah. Almost
Yeah.
everything in Demon Souls I felt was completely fair. Most of it's within your control.
Mm.
There's a few things like just traps in general. I'm not really a fan of.
There's
I
like a
guess-
one-off you die.
Yeah, I guess typically in Demon Souls they don't ever kill you, unless they're bottomless pits.
Still there, is
Wow,
he? He's dedicated.
you want some multiplayer?
Mm.
Where are you going? Oh, Sticky Monster.
Yeah, I want to get my sticky eye stuff.
Yeah, like in Tower of Latria, there's that one pit. You'll just be running down the hallway. Bam, you're down a hole.
Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of them, hey.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think
Th-
the
those
really annoying
annoying-
thing.
Sorry?
Yeah, the really annoying thing about the Tower of Latria specifically with that is, so the first time you go through it, it is incredibly repetitive.
Yeah.
It's hard to distinguish where you are.
You're like, I've totes been down this hallway.
Yeah, it was the exact same hallway. How would you not know?
Yeah.
I mean, when you first go through it, obviously if you memorize it, like if you played it a lot like I have, you know exactly where you are, but it is, it's incredibly repetitive, and you'd be going down the hallway, you thought you had gone down before, and then suddenly
I guess that's a questionable one. You could argue either way. I mean, on the one hand, yeah, they threw something at you that's not very obvious. On the other hand, you were charging down a hallway.
Yeah, no, but
it
the
could-
lighting in it is like feet,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
Maybe if you had a bit more lighting, you could actually see it before you got there, but like, most people will fall down that, and so I think that's completely understandable, and a little bit cheap.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely agree, but I think you could argue the other way. This is like with a lot of the enemies, when you die, it's because you're not being cautious enough. And you could say, well, you weren't cautious enough when it came to the hole.
Yeah.
Are you cranking your longsword?
No, I'm cranking my halberd now, which is perhaps not the greatest idea, but whatever. It's a cool weapon.
Yeah. Oh, well, you can just go to
Try.
go to Shrine of Storms, get the magic falchion. That'll set you up for Flame Lurker as well.
How many sticky white stuff? I've got 2. No, 2's enough.
You can just go get the falchion and then go to the
I could.
spider. You wouldn't even
Or
have to.
I could ignore you and just use 2 sticky white stuff.
Yeah, look, if that's how you're gonna be,
It is.
you can do
I
that.
think with the +4, I just save both sticky white stuffs for
Yeah.
because I probably have to recast.
Armor spider's not really too taxing. Mind you, it's harder than I remember it being.
Yeah.
I went back and I was like, yeah, actually, those pincer attacks are not ridiculously easy to dodge. You have to put a bit of timing in there.
Yeah. Oh god, I wonder if my timing's still if I'm still awesome at
Just keep your shield
Flame.
up as well.
Flame Locker. Oh yeah, no.
Oh, for Flame Lurker.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about him.
Well, I got through him last time, so.
Gimme. Later.
Is there another sack guy up here?
No, I think
No.
there's only the one.
Yeah.
I think. I could be wrong, I don't know. My memory of this place is not flawless like it used to be. It's still pretty flawless.
Pretty close.
How much damage does that do now? Where is it? Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
How much is it?
It's 251 one-handed, 259 two-handed.
It's pretty good. That's definitely good for this healing again.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, yeah. Again, balanced out by player skill, I suppose.
Which is high.
Yeah.
No don't mean to toot my own horn here, but
You are amazing.
oh, I like being a jerk. It's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, but again, I guess that goes back to the leveling. Yeah, I'm not sure that it's necessary. I think the game could have been a more set challenge, I suppose.
Yeah,
I'm
not convinced that's the way to go. I would like to see a game try it though.
I think it could be. Well, I mean, most games do. You know, it's only games with RPG elements that have leveling. So there's plenty of action games without any leveling.
Yeah. Well, you do get sort of that. Like,
it'd just be nice to see one as good as this without any leveling.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
Yeah. I suppose you could argue either way, because, yeah, you could say the player decides if he needs to level, he can. Do. Love this music.
I'm getting the gist of it. Get my jiggy on.
I love that.
Mine armor spy.
That's doing some pretty reasonable damage.
Yep. You can't get me. The gods protect me.
Yeah, or the other thing I always complain about, the dodge maneuver being completely useless. It'd be nice if you could just sort of dodge those pincer attacks rather than having to roll.
Well, yeah, it essentially equates to the same thing, just different animation, though, really.
Yeah.
It's just that roll is, like, godly.
Roll has invincibility frames, whereas dodge does not.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes it questionable at best. I haven't really played around with it in Dark Souls. Obviously, with the enemies, when they dodge, their hitboxes go all over the shop.
In Dark?
Yeah.
I think they're still there.
Yeah, they're still there.
They're just, like, miles away from their body.
But they move before the enemy does. Which I think would make sense, because I think the problem with the dodge is, unless you're, like, planning to do it, you don't move fast enough to evade an attack. Maybe if your hitboxes were further behind you or something, or is more instantaneous.
Yeah, I don't know. It kind of annoys me a lot of enemies do that. Like, I remember at one point attempting to kill a dog. I can't remember, I was, like, panicking or something. And I tried to hit him like 7 times, and he was just spamming the shuffle, and I could never hit him. I was like, man, this dog knows exactly what I do not want right now, and is doing it.
Yeah. No, well, it's terrible for the enemies, because, yeah, you kind of want to know where their hitboxes are, so you can hit them.
Yeah, no.
But for
that shuffle thing that a lot of enemies do, it drives me up the wall.
Yeah.
It's not that it's difficult in any way, really. It's just like, yeah, okay,
well,
cool,
how do you think they feel with you dodging all over the place all the time?
Well, I'm a player character. They should deal with it. I'm the main character.
Touch the demon.
Yes.
You can upgrade your weapon a bit as well, so don't blow all your souls. If you got some stones for him. If you got the stones.
I got the stones. You better believe I've got the stones.
Oh, we'll see.
Okay.
You don't have the stones.
Fuck, don't have the stones. Actually, I'll get the heater shield. Sure, why not? Let's just blow all my stones, so I have no stones.
Yep.
I actually should get rid of all the crap I've got on me. Because this game has a stupid item burden system.
Yeah, it's pretty questionable.
Should we start discussing why Demon Souls PvP is better than Dark? Because I have a backlog in my brain right now as to why it's
strong opinions on this.
I have a lot of things I wish to discuss on this matter.
Yeah, I think there's plenty to be said.
Poise. From You're Wrong. It shouldn't be in the game. It's really bad. Most people may disagree. I've heard things on the forums and shit that people are like, oh yeah, kind of, you know, fast characters get backstabs and stuff like that, and slow characters get their anti-poise.
Yeah, except
anti-combo poise stat crap.
But fast characters get backstabs, and poise characters get better backstabs.
They get immunity to backstabs.
Well, they
get immunity to denying backstabs.
Yeah.
Which is freaking stupid.
Oh, you want to stop me backstabbing? Too bad, I've got poise.
You hit me, I backstab you. I do more damage. Win. Done.
I have a lightning rapier that requires no stat points invested to get good damage out of. It goes on and on.
It's just bad. I honestly think the game shouldn't have it. Obviously, Demon's Souls doesn't. You can deny people. Rolls not stopping backstabs? What is up with that?
Yeah.
Why is that there? That's just horrible. That is just asking for people to abuse backstabs more.
I don't know what led to that. Were people complaining that I backstabbed this guy and he didn't take damage? Because, like, there's plenty of backstabbing going on already.
Yeah, backstabbing was too prominent in Demon's Souls already. You do not need to encourage it by making it more powerful, which is exactly what has happened.
Yeah. Well, it's not only that it's more powerful, it's that it's not decided on the person who's been backstabbed's side of the networking. I'm not sure how to describe it, I guess. Yeah, client or server side.
Look, well, yeah, I don't know exactly what the mechanics of it are. I can tell you exactly how it works in game is that you cannot stop backstabs. If they initiate a backstab on their screen, there is no way to stop it.
Except
for occasionally when you hit them before they do it, sometimes you'll just fall to the ground. And it's not consistent in any way.
That's just it, is that they initiate the backstab. And in Demon's Souls, the game would then check with you if you were invincible.
If invincible, no backstab damage.
If you're invincible, maybe you shouldn't take damage. But in Dark Souls, it doesn't bother with that. It doesn't care about invincibility. You can just take some damage anyway.
Yeah. Chain backstabs, now ultimate gameplay, if you turn in terms of efficiency.
Yeah.
You cannot stop it, and it's fucking stupid.
It's pretty questionable.
It should just be, yeah. I don't know how they've managed to fuck that up so much. It's
yeah.
If anything, they should have looked at Demon's Souls and said, okay, we need to nerf backstab someone.
You can kind of see what they were trying to do, but they went about it totally wrong way.
I can't see what they were trying to do.
They were trying to stop some crazy network code stuff from making weird stuff happen.
I've encountered more weird shit in Dark Souls, if anything. I've had someone backstab me and me teleport underneath the level and then fall to my death, even though I've denied their backstab.
Look, they haven't succeeded.
By pure luck.
That's what they tried to do. Oh wait, here's Flamelurker. We should give up on the PvP discussion to see how brilliant this boss is. This is a good level as well. I guess a lot of optional content that you've decided to skip right past.
Oh yeah, well, there's nothing really there, to be honest.
There is stuff there. It's an
extremely short level.
There's the safe way down.
If you just go straight the way I've gone, obviously.
Yeah. Is that good gameplay? The shaft. Because let's be honest, you're going to die a lot on the shaft.
That's just memorising the shaft.
Yeah, I know, but memorisation...
But you don't have to do the shaft, in all honesty.
Yeah.
If you look down there and you said, oh, that's too difficult to memorise, I'll just go the other way. It actually will make you come out at a point.
Yeah. Oh, no,
after you go through that massive tunnel system.
You come out close to the bottom, yeah. I know that, but I'm not sure that even then it should be encouraged. I guess obviously it's better that it's optional rather than forced upon you, that you should suicide repeatedly until you memorise the shaft.
Welcome, Flamelurker. I do like you, honest.
He is brilliant. There's something about him. He has quite a basic attack pattern as well, but he's still so satisfying. And, yeah, possibly the most difficult boss to master in the game.
Well, I think that flawless rolling will get you anywhere.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's you're talking, like, fucking finish the game
a
lot.
That's still one of...
You have a gripe with that, I know.
I don't know if it's a gripe. It just depends what the game's trying to test you on. Is it trying to test you on the quality of your strategies, or your ability to time that button press?
I think both.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's fine if it's intentional that way. But it seems like with good enough button pressing ability, you don't need strategy ability, or you don't need as much. You know what I mean?
Do you stop jiggling?
It's another example of his brilliance. The jiggling.
Nom nom nom. Wow, he's just loving it. He's just dancing. Ah, the Malays. I hate the Malays. Yep, well, you jiggle there and I'll get this going. What the? I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah.
He's normally quite good, I assure you.
This is not indicative of Flamelurker's usual quality as a boss. You know, I think what might be so great about him is he's kind of a regular enemy in a lot of ways. You can put the skills that you've learnt in the regular game to use against this guy, whereas a lot of the other bosses are like set objectives you have to complete.
Wow, he's just going fucking nuts. He's loving the stun too.
Not going as nuts as you. Laying in.
Oh yeah, oh that's right. Damn it, I really want my Dark
Yeah,
Souls
well,
shot.
you've managed to make
strong.
him not look that brilliant, but he is. He is brilliant.
Well, I think this weapon with sticky white stuff is pretty damn overpowered for him specifically. Well, I don't think I'm not at all over leveled.
Not overpowered, no. It's just your knowledge of Flamelurker.
Well,
that's overpowered.
Yeah,
And that's fine. That's good.
yeah, I'm willing to accept that. I'm
Yeah,
pretty good.
it's just better that your skills are overpowered rather than your in-game stats.
Well, I think that's good.
Yeah.
To be
No,
honest,
that's fine.
I like
No,
the idea of you can master a game.
Yeah. That's why, yeah. I mean, calling this game an RPG is still a bit odd. Like, I generally don't like RPGs. I think this is more of an action game. It's just got
Well, I think
Leveling-
it's classified as
leveling
an
elements.
action RPG, obviously, but
yeah.
and
Yeah,
also-
but that's just it. I like the parts that are decided by your skill. I don't like the parts that are decided by your stats.
Oh, god damn it.
Hmm. I could have sworn you were going to get 2 roars there. You going to take my shortcut?
Oh, fine, I'll take your shot.
Do it.
I might fuck it up though. I don't generally do it.
What? Okay, well let me do it then.
No.
Like, well,
I'm the star of the show.
don't fuck it up. It's easy. I don't know how you can fuck it up.
I'm being noob. Did I actually hit that before? I did, yeah. Whoop.
I think that's the limit of his fist.
Yep.
His fist can only go that
It's
far
'cause
to
he's
the
got
left.
severe arthritis. You can't. He's like, oh no, over there, that's too much.
Yeah, not doing it.
Can't be done.
I'll hit next to it and see if that hurts him. Shortcut.
Whatever.
Do the shortcut. You-
Right, God, you're such a pushy bitch.
Well,
Is it? Will he actually detect me over there? He doesn't, does he?
no.
That's pretty good.
You go from a bit higher than that.
Really? If I go too far right, I'll die, right?
I think it's technically possible.
I took no damage.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
You reckon
He's not
that's
going to
a
zing me
glitch?
here, right?
You can't, no.
No.
You can literally not attack you when you're there.
Oh, cool. He didn't see me. Awesome. Sneaky. Not the way you're supposed to do it, ladies and gentlemen. But
But I invented it and I love it.
I don't know if you invented it.
Well, let's just say that I did.
You invented it in this household, perhaps.
Yeah.
You can take pride in that if you want, but
Well, whether or not I was the first one to invent it, I did invent it.
you invented it here.
Let's put it that way. We can have multiple inventors of a thing. As long as they weren't working together, then it's all an individual achievement.
This is warm and it makes my hand happy.
I will jam it in. Let's see what happens.
So okay, jam it in, huh?
What?
That's an interesting way of putting it.
What's what you did? You just jammed your hand right in there.
I was touching it. That wasn't jamming it. That was like, softly caressing it.
I think I was jamming it.
I think this is a little bit weird now.
Really.
Yeah.
Jamming
You've
it.
made this weird. Elliot.
Jamming it in is weirder than softly caressing it.
Yes.
Don't understand you sometimes. Anyway, this boss.
Really boring.
Not really a boss. I like to think of it more as a level.
It's more of an obstacle.
Yeah, it's an obstacle course. It's fine. I don't hate it, but yeah. I guess you get the impression that Demon's Souls is a little bit light on for content when that constitutes a boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, they seem to. I guess they focused on bosses, didn't they? Because you have a boss for 2 levels, and then the 3rd level is always just a boss. But unfortunately, the 3rd level bosses often aren't that great. I think that really detracts from the amount of content in the game.
Well, obviously we like Flamelurker's good. Maneater's he's good.
He's okay, yeah.
Yeah, I actually really like the monk in terms of you can fight people.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I think there should be more bosses that incorporate that.
It's a cool idea, definitely.
Let's. I mean, obviously, I don't know if you want to have someone like, for example, control like Ornstein or something like that. It'd be a little bit unfair.
I think it would be fine just to leave it as that one event, to be honest. But obviously, that one event is not really in Dark Souls at all.
I don't know. I really like the idea of the more you can mix the multiplayer into the single player, the better. I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's kind of what I was concerned about. Obviously, with Demon Souls, they did crazy stuff with the multiplayer that no one's ever really seen before, I think.
Yeah.
The way it mixes in. But yeah. As I said, I think before Dark Souls, it's like, I'm not sure how much they're going to change it, really. Which is fine. I mean, it's not bad to not change it, but obviously not super innovative.
Well, they did the whole Covenant stuff, right? So
The Covenant stuff that didn't work and was terrible, yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily flat out say they're terrible, but most of it doesn't work or doesn't really add anything new. Like, for example, if you're the Dragon Covenant, you get the dragon.
The
dragon version of the sign, which is essentially just a sign.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, what is the difference
There's
there?
the PvP sign and the dragon PvP sign.
Yeah, there's like no real difference there.
Well, the difference is that you get
Like
dragon scales from... Yeah, no.
There's no difference.
I'm not... Oh.
Low level PvP, I guess.
It's blue, though.
What if I get invaded?
Well, no, I was just surprised he put it right on the spawn location.
I should probably...
What was I saying? Covenants, yeah.
Equip something just in case.
I doubt you'll get invaded.
You never know.
Yeah.
If there's a blue...
It's technically possible. I think it was just co-oping blue. Covenants. Yeah, well... we both thought before the game came out that there was just going to be 4 Covenants, right? For Gwyn, Chaos Lady,
Yeah.
the Pygmy, and Nito. Which I think would have been cool. 4 Covenants. Obviously it's less Covenants, so there'd be that many more players in your Covenant. And having sort of Covenant versus Covenant events or PvP or whatever.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
And you remember the
It would
snowing
be awesome
and-
if everyone in your Covenant was allied for you for multiplayer and everyone not in your Covenant was against you. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I think they didn't do a whole lot with the Covenant system.
Yeah.
It's been unfortunate. I think I like the
Yeah, but
I like the idea of the Dark Moon. The Dark Moon, like anti-invaders.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't think it actually achieves any sort of anything other than revenge. I think that's kind of the design that what they went with. But I would like the idea of you being associated with that covenant or a part of that covenant would mean you would get help from Purple Phantoms maybe. The second you got invaded or something. It'd like if you're getting invaded, they come in and actually help you and try and stop you from dying. Whereas most of the time they're just sort of that'd be more active and more interesting.
Yeah, well, I don't know why they did so little with the Covenants. I'm not sure. Maybe they were just kind of too ambitious, because obviously there's, like 12 Covenants or something. But half of them don't really do anything. They have such subtle effects. You could have just made a couple, but had them really varied.
I can actually equip this. Yep. Cool.
What did you equip? Falchion?
Yep. You can actually equip some
Magifalchion.
Magifalchion.
Yeah, you ditched all your other gear.
Yeah.
You don't need armor.
It's true. It's Demon Souls. Wow. Should I shortcut it or?
Up to you.
Oh, really? Really, guys? Really?
You're gonna play me like that? It's back and forth, back and forth.
See me dancing?
It's like pinball. What would you make of this level?
It's definitely the hardest level when you first play the game.
Yeah.
Those skeletons are
Yeah,
brutal.
yeah. Well, it's just the skeletons that do it. Well, you've upped your endurance a bit, haven't you?
Yeah.
By default, they just wreck your shield. And for half the starting classes, you don't have a 100% physical block shield, do you?
Yeah, that's rude.
That's really what does it.
Stop stunning me. Where's my poise? There's me bitching about poise, and then like,
Yeah.
where's my poise?
Oh, I want points!
Poise means I can be lazy.
Yeah. I think that's one of many things that makes it terrible.
Well, it just means you just tank and spank.
Yeah.
It's just never good.
That's lame. There's one boss in Demon Souls that kind of encourages tank and spank. And there's a couple in Dark Souls.
Well, Four
And-
Kings is just a hideous abomination.
Yeah. And
Just
yeah,
a bad
I don't know,
boss.
just a lot of Dark Souls caters to tank and spank in a way that Demon Souls never did.
Yeah. Well, yeah, was it the Leechmonger was kind of tank and spank?
Yeah. Lichmonger's not a very good boss.
No, he's not. He's very
I'm
boring.
not sure. I've never figured him out. I'm not sure if there is a way
To dodge
to
his
be
attack?
Yeah,
No, I don't think there is. I've never figured one out.
yeah. I don't know.
Maybe there is, but like...
I think that's just it. I think there probably is, but it's more effort to figure that out than it is to just wail on him and heal.
Come on.
Attacking through walls, brilliant.
Well, they do it. Wham.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty decent level design. Man, the manta rays were annoying when
Oh,
you're
God.
new at the game, hey?
Mm.
Just trying to get through the level when you're getting pinged by skyrockets every now and again.
You know what I do like?
Sticky white stuff.
No, not particularly. I'll like move away from that. Patches.
Original patches.
I like both patches,
Like
and the
both
fact that
patches.
patches is in both games.
Patches and Patches V2. He's the same guy,
He
really.
is. He's bald. He's got the same voice. He's got the same everything.
I shouldn't call him Patches V2. He's just Patches.
Come on, Patches is pretty cool.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying he's not a version 2 of Patches. He's not like Yurt version 2, who isn't actually Yurt, but is pretty much Yurt.
Yeah, the repeat characters, I guess.
Yeah.
Bang, bang, bang.
I found Yurt hilarious in Demon Souls just because he's clearly evil. He's so obviously evil and just asks you to let him out. You're like, huh?
Should I
What's
do
up?
this?
What's up with this guy? He's a bit odd, isn't he?
I'm on your side. No, you're not. You're really not.
Thank you for letting me out.
Now
I'll
I
make
can
it worth your time.
And now I can continue with my work.
My non-specific work.
Ominous work.
Should you parry that?
Yeah, I suppose I could have.
If you're a pro, you would have done it.
I'm parrying. God. Lay off.
Parrying already.
Jesus. Grinding. Grinding. Reminding of Bladestone. Huh?
Oh, the blade stone.
Your Dex
Yes.
character's Bane, pure Bladestone. Why?
Mm,
Why do you make us do this? Duping. Fucking duping is genius.
yep.
There's no reason not to just let you buy everything in the game. I don't care how bloody expensive it is.
Yeah, well, I gotta say, props to whoever discovered the Dark Souls bottomless box glitch.
Yep.
Person is a bit of a legend.
Thanks for saving us a lot of time.
And, well, props to whoever discovered the Demon Souls duping glitch.
Yep.
It's also brilliant. I think somebody really deserves a medal.
Yep, they do. They all deserve medals. And like, thank you, you know. What are they called? I can't even remember how to say them. God.
Hamper.
Hamper, that's it. Yes, Hamper. That's the one I was looking for.
Amazingly, I was trying to think of how to say it. I was like, hamster?
Hamster? Yeah. Thank you, Hamster. Yeah.
No, I was just thinking of this cliff area, and or remembering the early playthroughs going along there.
And like
That was torturous.
yeah.
You'd finally have the drop on the gold skeleton, and you just get pinged from the sky. You're like, oh no, and then he'd combo you, and you'd cry.
Hmm. What do you think about the differences between stealth, considering we're near the Grave Robber's Ring?
I have not tried it in Dark Souls.
I haven't really tried
Does
it either.
the Ring of
But,
Fog?
like,
does the Ring of Fog actually affect regular enemies? I kind of just
Yes, it does.
okay.
It does to an.
I kind of
Oh,
subconsciously assumed it was just for multiplayer.
yeah, I saw Glenn trying to use it against the Silver Knights before you get inside the building in Analondo, trying to get past the whole. They knock you off with giant arrows.
Oh really? And it decreased their detection rate.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, okay.
It did. He was using the Ring of Fog and the stealth movement.
Oh, here we go. Another hot topic.
Regen?
Regen.
Ah, yes, regen. I don't mind. Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind it so much in PvE, but PvP, it's the rudest shit ever.
I think it's strictly bad for PvE because essentially what it encourages you to do is if you're low on health, find a corner and wait there for 5 minutes till you're back to full health. I don't think you should encourage that.
Bad, very
I
bad.
think this is what a lot of people, why most people just don't understand game design. You've got to consider it from what it's encouraging the player to do.
Mm.
And the outcomes of the design decisions.
That's one good thing about Dark Souls is that they've got one regen item in the game, Sanctus, and it's like pathetic.
Yeah, one regen item and one ring that claims to be a regen item but thankfully isn't.
Yeah.
I find that hilarious.
Yeah, regen.
I haven't
rudest shit ever.
tried Sanctus. Where do you even find it?
Somewhere.
Oh, thanks.
I don't remember. Don't ask me.
Yeah,
I'm in Demon Souls right now.
yeah. It's good, isn't it?
It's better.
Yeah. I think this boss could have been a little bit more challenging. I mean, he is on the first level, but unfortunately he's at the end of the hardest first level. And it's kind of like, the level is much harder than
That's
this
pretty
boss.
much it's pretty much my sort of like outlook on most of the game. I wish it was harder, but then again, we're people who have played the game a lot,
Yeah.
so we've kind of mastered it.
Yeah, you've really got to think back to the early playthroughs and how it affected you then. Because I definitely remember at the very start of the early playthroughs just getting utterly destroyed, and then once you get in the mindset of learning from your mistakes and being cautious, then it's suddenly much, much easier. But yeah, I don't know, some of the bosses, like that guy, were just never challenging. But I think if they'd put him at the end of an easy level, because clearly this is the hardest of the first levels, and they've got a very, very easy boss at the end of it. It's a bit of a mismatch.
Oh god, old hero. He's a bit of a joke.
Yeah, he's a weird one, isn't he?
At least he had a theme.
I
I liked the idea of the theme, but
he is cool. Yeah.
he's
The design.
he's
The
stealth.
design.
A boss that you had to stealth past. And I mean, I suppose you could say the same thing of the Dragon God, but it was like hide behind this, destroy that, move along. The difficult part of him was you have to destroy objects along the way. Where the hell is this thing? I thought it could be more active, perhaps.
Dragon God.
No, just like a stealth boss. The idea of a stealth boss specifically. I think Old Hero seems to be more like you have to stealth past this guy because he can't see.
Yeah.
He can only hear.
Well,
I wish the sound mechanics of that, they'd done something more with it. That would have been really cool.
Would you say that boss in Resident Evil 4, the one where you shoot the bells and he charges them?
That's a cool boss.
That's like a cool version of Old Hero.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you need, is some way to mess with them, I suppose. But no, Old Hero, he is quite challenging if you don't have the Thief's Ring.
He's more challenging.
I don't know. Oof, I've done it. He goes mental. He will charge you from the opposite end of the hall, and just spray attacks in your general direction.
Yeah.
He's definitely, like, yeah, if you don't have that ring...
I think they could have done more with that.
Like, speaking, yeah, if you were a newer player, if you hadn't kind of mastered the game as we clearly have, and you didn't have the Thief's Ring, you would be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. No.
You would probably not get past him.
Yeah, I just think they could do more. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. With the stealth stuff of it, because it was kind of like a really sort of I suppose it was obvious that kind of obvious that he was blind. I guess.
Yeah.
But I thought there could have been more. It could have been fleshed out more. Whereas it is just you wear the ring and he's useless. You attack him a couple times.
That's kind of what confused me though. It's like the Thief's Ring. I always associated it with being invisible. So I was like, why is it hiding me from this blind guy?
Well, they've kind of like separated it in dark, haven't they? Because they've got makes no sound.
Yeah.
And visual.
So you need 2 ring slots to be a proper stealth guy. And one has a visual effect that kind of cancels out the other.
Headland.
Ah, the old headland.
Death, it's been a while.
I remember headlanding that guy about 1,000,000 times while grinding.
That you do. That I do. That everyone does who's played this game.
Yeah, I don't know, I just find like these areas are so detailed. Even this one, this is like, comparatively to some of the other levels, a bland grey stone area. It still looks nice. It still looks better than the bland grey areas in Dark Souls, in my opinion. Like there's things everywhere.
I think
there's a few little patterns on the walls and stuff.
Yeah, I think this is a more compact game, and I don't know about the development cycle being longer or anything like that, but it just seems more detailed.
I get
focused.
I get the impression Dark Souls was a bit rushed.
Yeah.
I mean, there were a bunch of glitches to begin with. Half the covenants didn't work. I got the impression they were given a release date.
Well, they still don't work. Like I've never seen the Gravelord stuff. That shit does not work. I've seen I've been walking along and the disasters are gone. The Gravelord servant, blah 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 blah. I'm like, nothing. There was nothing happening here. That's bullshit.
Yeah, people have seen it, so it can work.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to introduce that sort of random stuff that happens, that's kind of cool. Make it more common than that, and make it work, because it's not very common if it does work, and I don't think it does.
I really got the impression they were rushed. I think they should have said, no, stuff the release date, we'll just finish everything, then put it out. I get the impression they didn't really do that. Especially now that they had... was it still Namco publishing?
Namco Bandai, yeah. It was Atlas initially, now it's Namco.
Yeah, but it's still Namco for Dark Souls, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, well, I just got the impression, because they were doing a lot of marketing stuff. Yeah. I just got the impression, this game's coming out on this date. Have it ready.
They did a lot of marketing.
And From Software maybe struggled a bit with that.
Open the door, talk to the dude.
But yeah, I think, as we've discussed before, Demon's Souls just seems like a game with a tough learning curve. And, a fairly simple game. It's almost, in many ways, subtractive design, where they remove a lot of superfluous stuff that other games would have. And, I didn't like I guess partially the way that Dark Souls was marketed. But also, they seem to have bought into that whole, this game's so hard, it's awesome, you should play it.
Well, I think that's probably a result of people who play the Demon's Souls.
Yeah, I know, but
going, oh my god, it was so hard, and that seemed to be the draw for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I, to be honest, I think it works.
It did work, but I don't know, just the way they were selling it, I didn't like. It seemed cheesy.
Well, that's What's marketing? Whatever. You don't have to generally believe you look into it. It's not very likable.
Yeah, but I don't know. It just seemed like they really played up the difficulty of it, even within the actual game, even aside from the marketing. They threw stuff in there that was cheap to make it seem a bit harder.
I definitely think a lot of the stuff in Dark Souls is cheap over Demon.
Yeah.
I
I got the impression.
need examples, Elliot. I can't think of one.
For what?
Cheap shit in Dark Souls. Help me out.
They're everywhere.
They're somewhere. I know that much. Cheap.
Oh. Well, I mean, one is the mimics. The chests that eat you.
Yeah, that's pretty damn cheap.
Yeah.
That's
essentially, the chests come alive and eat you and you die. It's like, well, you're going to fall for that once, aren't you? It's definitely going to kill you the first time if you don't know about it. And then from then on, you'll hit every chest before you open it. It's just a pointless chore.
Yep, that's pretty damn cheap. That's a good one.
That's mimics summed up. They're just a chore.
Well, I suppose they do turn into an enemy, but
yeah,
you generally kill them before they get up.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess you could have made it. If they didn't one-shot you, I guess it'd be okay,
Well, they don't necessarily one-shot you. Depends on your health, but most people, first time you play through the game...
I've had loads of health and been one-shotted by them, so...
Yeah,
as far as I'm concerned, they do.
Yeah, you can get out of it, just...
Yeah, well, the people who are going to fall for it are going to get one-shotted by it, essentially. Because they're just going to be the people on the first playthrough.
Mwah. Stupid timing being harder in this game. Oh, right, that's right.
Yeah, the cliff.
Yeah, the cliff. Forgot about that. Sorry, you can't parry, yeah. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Whoopsies!
What do you think about Estus versus Grass?
I think Estus is better. You know why? Because you can't just get infinite of it.
Yeah.
So if you're really bad, you can't just grass your way through a situation and flail away.
That's true, but...
I don't know.
Again, I guess you're just punishing the players who are already having a bad time.
Well, no, they need to learn. That's the whole point of the game, right? You learn the shit in the game and then you get better. It teaches you. It's a good game.
It's true, but I've watched Glenn play.
Yeah.
He gets 20 Estus, and I don't know that he learns all that much.
Well, 20 is better than 99.
Yeah, I know, but well, if you're having to use them a lot, you're not going to have 99, are you?
Yeah, I suppose that's
I think you're actually more likely to run out of grass than to run out of Estus.
Yeah, but like you're limited to 5 heals, whereas in...
Yeah. Oh, I think in theory it's good.
Well, if you're doing bad and you need grass and you've run out, what you do is you sit there and grind for ages. You wait until you have a lot of grass, and you go through an area, and hopefully you'll get through. Which just seems really bad.
But that's just it. Otherwise, what you can do is grind your levels up and then go through an area. It's the same thing. I think that's one of the few arguments for having a leveling system in an action game like this, is that it gives the player a bit of a chance to set their own difficulty. Smooth.
Yep. Oops. Why did I shove in the middle of that? I was just spamming the button.
Spamming like a nub?
Yep, it's me, the nub. Hi, I'm a nub.
Yeah, I like this area. I don't know, just a lot of the areas struck me as being really individual.
Safe.
You totally dodged that. Oh, beams.
Die already, Death. Jesus.
Alright. I was actually wondering what those guys were doing there, because I've almost never seen them there.
Well, yeah, it's been a long time. So.
Yeah, you're just going to shove death off them. You're like, yeah, that's solved.
Oh, look at that regen. Look at that beautiful, beautiful regen. Kicking in there.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I hate it, but in PvE. I do hate it in PvP. I wouldn't say I hate it, but I just don't think it's good. It encourages a bit of bad gameplay.
Well, it's hideous in PvP, it's abusable as fuck.
Yeah. But that's just it. It's just if you're playing optimally, you're doing some things that are really dull and tedious.
Mm.
And I mean, it's essentially the same outcome in PvE or PvP.
Like lightning backstab horse,
Dull gameplay.
poise and giant's armor, mask of the mother.
You're just speaking playing optimally now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's tedious as fuck.
It's unfortunate you have to set limits on yourself if you want to have proper fun, I suppose.
Well, if you want to make it interesting for yourself, I
Mm.
mean that's kind of your choice. But I don't know. I find that really boring. Like everyone I met, like, oh, another giant's armor user. Oh, you're wearing your smokes. Yeah, that's amazing.
Hmm. Oh, it is. Yeah. Well, I guess they find it interesting. I don't know. But yeah, I did like that in Demon Souls. You weren't giving up a huge amount by not being an optimal build.
Yeah. Well, you're not giving up a huge amount in Dark, but you're giving up more.
You often are.
Poise is kind of really important in PvP,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Like, you don't have poise, you're pretty big disadvantage.
Hmm.
It's not, oh, yeah, poise is optional. It's like, yeah, if you have poise and that guy doesn't, you have an advantage if you're at the same skill level.
Yeah.
It's just a flat-out advantage.
I suppose we should discuss this boss while you're here.
Yeah.
It's not really much to say about him.
I think they could have done more with the stealth stuff with him.
Yeah. I think he could have been good. In
I like his
multiple ways.
design.
Yeah, oh, his design's cool. I like the way he glows. It looks pretty sweet.
I pretty much like all the designs of the monsters except for maybe like Quelaag, I guess. Which is kind of like this stereotypical.
Four Kings.
Yeah. I mean,
I guess Four Kings isn't terrible.
if you're talking like gameplay, Four Kings, yeah, rubbish.
Oh, no, I'm still in art design.
Art design, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he's average.
Yeah.
Design.
No, what I was going to say for Old Hero, he could work multiple ways. Yeah, I mean, it would be good the way you suggest, as more stealth involved. That would have been nice and would have mixed up the gameplay a bit, I suppose. But also, I think if he was a little bit more like Flameliker.
They should
Because
just all
let's
be
face
Flameliker.
it, he's got cool attacks that you could dodge and be awesome around. And if he, if he attacked you like Flameliker did, it might be quite fun. But instead, you run off and he forgets about you.
And he does. He's very forgetful.
I like how his sword straightens out. That was the precursor to the Dragon King axe or whatever it is. Bendy axe.
Oh, yeah.
Now his sword straightens out. Not when you use it, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't-
Next boss.
I don't really like Storm King.
I like the idea that the sword, like this sort of
Yeah.
like special item that only works in a
definitely, yeah.
certain area, and that's how you.
Yeah,
defeat
again,
it.
I think it's another one that's like fantastic in art design and everything and the concept. I just don't think it works very well gameplay wise.
I don't mind it. Hey, I think it's pretty good.
I don't know, I just always found it a chore. I've never really found it challenging.
Well, you see, it's sort of like an environmental thing. Like your character almost doesn't really matter when you go into this.
Yeah. I don't mind that. I just think it needed a clearer challenge element to it.
You don't think it's difficult?
No.
Well, it's kind of hard to judge that when you've played the game so many times.
I never found this boss difficult.
Besides, pulling swords out of stones is freaking cool.
And it is a cool sword. It is an awesome PvP sword.
I don't know about awesome, but
Hilarious?
effective. Effective at environmental combat.
Yeah. I saw a video where, I don't know, some guys managed to PvP in this level.
What?
Yeah, they had those attacks. But of course they never hit each other with them. Because they take 4 years to
How the fuck
charge
did
up.
that happen?
I don't know. They jam themselves in there. I think
Well, I remember that time that
I think the same guy managed to get into the Phalanx boss area.
Yeah.
PvP'd in there.
that's actually make a really cool PvP arena. Yeah, I don't know. I suppose I'm not that surprised because I had a few times where someone's invaded me the exact point that I've walked over the invasion line,
Yeah.
and the fog's appeared behind me, and I've been in the area that he wouldn't. That outside of the area that you'd normally be able to go into.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, but they can't actually come into the restricted area, can they?
Yeah, that's true. Maybe there's
Yeah.
like some way to do that. I don't
Yeah,
know. But
I don't-
I at least could. I have gotten outside of it. But unfortunately, the few times I've had that happen, the invasion's broken.
No.
And I'm like, oh, well, there goes my opportunity for some shenanigans.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh, this boss really reminds me of Shadow of the Colossus. Huh?
Yeah, there's cool bosses in that game. It's a good game.
Hmm. And it certainly did that. I guess the bosses are kind of... Obviously in that game there were environments.
Hmm.
But in this case, sort of an environmental boss, as you say.
Hmm. I don't know, I think that's kind of good.
I don't mind it. I don't know. I just never found it... I just didn't feel it was pulled off that well. As I say, I definitely like the concept. It's a very cool boss, but I didn't find it particularly fun.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I've played it so many times. It's hard to judge, really.
Hmm.
It's like, is this the cool boss? I mean, I've
I
killed
just
him, like, a
I
million
just
times.
recall not finding it fun, like even when I was new to the game. So
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. I just don't remember.
Pure Cloudstone, awesome upgrades, hey?
Not really. Kind of really pointless.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can upgrade to Black Magic better, or you could use Dark Silver Shield, which is the best at it, like flawlessly.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Nerfs your hit res, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, it doesn't up with it. It's base hit res, so
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
sacrificing something for
That's a bit painful.
Sludge your souls. Yep.
Man, what level are you?
Pretty high now, I think.
Yeah, it is surprising when 47. It's surprising when once you get good at the game and go through it and don't lose any souls. Just how many you
Yeah.
get just by going through the game.
That's my armor stuff.
In the early playthroughs, you lose so many souls.
I do have a heart of gold, don't I?
I'm glad you noticed.
Oh, that's kind of close. It's kind
You
of
can get
close.
second chance now, can you? Guy should be there. Saved him. You
Yeah.
got old hero soul.
Yeah, I killed him.
All the ingredients are in place.
Hmm.
Not that you need that at all.
Oh, right. Oh, no, I've got 2 slots. Right, nice.
Yeah, because you put some points in it.
Did I?
Yeah, which I questioned.
Oh, yeah, no, that's right. I keep thinking attunement. I was like, oh, yeah, I need magic. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's that. There's the equivalent. Intelligence. That's right.
Oh,
Whoops.
how many points do you need?
Well, I need another 50 MP.
Oh,
51.
that's a lot. You should probably forget about second chance.
No, because it's...
You can go Terra Latria first, or...
alright, fine. Yeah. Fine. Fine.
I don't know, I'd never really liked Terra Latria, huh? I've heard...
The level is repetitive.
I've seen so many comments online of that people love it. And I'll admit,
It's atmospheric.
yeah, oh, it's cool. It's good visual design-wise and sound design-wise.
Mm.
But, yeah.
I mean, how can
didn't
you
enjoy it.
not love?
I like the singing lady though. That's cool.
Yeah.
That adds like a really creepy undertone to it.
And in fact, you actually meet her, and she's like this really this undead chick that's just sort of very
Yeah.
English and very polite.
I
I
don't
was
know.
like, wow, that's like totally not what you expect.
I don't know if she's undead. She's got like a mangled face. though.
She's a zombie, dude. She's pretty much a zombie.
I think she's been like disfigured.
Whatever, she's hideous.
That's not what you said initially. You said she was undead.
I wouldn't hit that. How about that?
You're changing your argument.
Yeah, well, whatever works.
Yeah, I think it's the repetition that annoyed me.
Yeah,
Just so many times you're like, where
they've
the
copy
fuck
pasted
am I?
that area over here and done some slight changes.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
I mean, it makes sense for a jail. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't enjoy it.
Mm. Especially when it comes to like
I guess
navigating.
it's one of those levels. Yeah, once you learn it, I guess it's fine. But
Learning it was tedious.
yeah, I think most of these things you have to judge how good it was when you weren't that great at the game,
Mm.
because you just memorize everything and it sort of saps some of the fun out of it.
Yeah. That's sort of the thing. Like, I remember being super excited playing Dark Souls.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, thoroughly enjoyed the game. But like when you reflect and sort of go, was this better?
I think that was. I mean, that's always been my main gripe with Dark Souls. It just sort of lacks content to me. You know, you can get through the game in a couple of hours, and you've sort of absolutely memorized everything. There's nothing new to do.
Dark's definitely got more content than Demon, though.
Yeah.
Demon's problem was, what I wish is that Dark didn't add as much as it did in terms of like new mechanics, and they concentrated more on content.
Yeah.
If I had Demon Souls, but with like
just
way more content, I'd be like super happy.
Yeah. There's so many things I like better about Demon Souls. Yeah, I would have just liked Demon Souls 2. But yeah, I think some of the content is a bit different as well. Like in Dark Souls, I think some of it is less memorizable just because the enemies have more varied patterns. So I think they've tried to address it a bit.
Yeah,
that's the impression I get.
In terms of what have they added? Obviously, they've added poise. I think that's bad.
I just mean for most enemies, when you fight them, they have a much greater variety of attacks.
In Dark.
Yeah. And often, I guess the way they chase you, it just seems like, in Demon Souls you would lure things to the same position every time you played, and then do the same things to them. And in Dark Souls, the enemies can kind of change up their patterns a bit.
But is that necessarily bad?
I'm not saying it's bad, I think it's good.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think that's actually kind of good.
Yeah, I think they've attempted to address sort of memorizing the game. Which is definitely good, because once you memorized it, it's actually less fun.
Less fun?
4. It was close.
No, I never looked like falling. Bullshit. Flawless at this game.
Yeah.
Haven't died yet, actually, have I?
Well, we were discussing the pits before, weren't we?
Yeah.
Or that other particular pit.
Well, there's a whole bunch
on the bottom floor. Yeah, the bottom floor is the one that really gets you, though. I don't think I fell for that one the first time. I definitely fell for that. And that one doesn't kill you, so...
No, it doesn't. Oh, it can. It depends on how you fall off, I guess. It shouldn't kill you. Yeah, no, poise is bad. I really hate poise. Sorry, I keep bringing that up, but it's really bad. Seriously? Wow. So bad.
Yeah. Again, from a design perspective, you're encouraging the player to spam. And I don't think that's good.
That's very bad, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I don't think it's good for this game. You know, if it was, say, God of War, encourage your players to spam, that's fine.
I will refrain from commenting on that game.
Oh, go on.
I've already discussed many times with you and various other friends how much I hate that game.
I don't know, I lump all those games together. Well, I mean, Assassin's Creed, I haven't really given it a fair go, but from what I've seen, I would put in that category of, roller coaster ride games, or action movie games, where...
Well, it's definitely got gameplay. It just kind of like... Assassin's Creed, I was like, oh, cool, it's like my expectation, which may have been incorrect in expecting a stealth game. That's not what I got.
Well, you do kind of associate assassins and stealthiness, don't
you? Yeah, well, that was my assumption. I was like, oh, cool, stealth game.
I would have put those two together.
Yeah, I was thoroughly and bitterly disappointed with what I got.
Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe you'll disagree with this. I haven't played Batman: Arkham Asylum or City.
Oh, neither have I.
They seem a bit similar.
I don't know. Their combat seems to have more depth, dude.
I know it has more depth, but it's that thing to me of you not really being in complete control. There's so much that's context sensitive, and I find that a bit frustrating.
Oh, you mean everything's automated? For example, even punching, like you press a button, Batman does an animation that's preset.
Well, the other day I was watching David play, and I think I mentioned it. This elevator with a bunch of new enemies came down and opened up. He flew about 30 meters across the room and kicked a guy in the face because he pressed the kick button. You know, and the game auto-targeted that guy for him. So, I'm not saying it's bad, and I haven't played it, so I wouldn't want to say it's bad. It might be very good, but I find it frustrating. I don't like the idea of not being in complete control of your character.
Yeah.
Kind of give me more control. That's what I want. And then I feel better because I've really done it. rather than the game interpreting what I wanted and giving me a result. That's a hole there, isn't it? No,
I'm good.
Getting paranoid.
Dude, flawless. Know this game.
Yeah. Have you actually played either of the Batman games?
No, I have seen Richard play all the way through Arkham Asylum, and
Yeah.
I've seen a good chunk of
But yeah,
I haven't played them, so I suppose I haven't got like a complete view on sort of what it's like. But
yeah. But I mean,
I'm so impressed with everything else in the game, and the fact that it's got okay combat at least, that I can't forgive it.
I would definitely never say it's bad. It's just to me that personally, I really want that control. I want to
understand
feel like everything that my character does
Oh, goddamn.
is from my inputs, and I get the impression it's really not the case with the Batman games. I
Well,
mean,
it's
sure,
less-
you press an attack button, but he auto targets and everything for you. And the counter attacking is
It's
cool.
amusing to watch.
It's hilarious to watch, yeah, but you just counter attack everything.
Yeah.
It's not like you have to strategically position your character to not get hit.
I don't
doesn't-
mind. I don't
doesn't
mind it
matter.
so much in like Batman. I mean, obviously, I've talked about Assassin's Creed and how you just counterattack your way out of everything. My issue with that is like, okay, you've gotten into a combat situation in a game where you should really avoid combat more than anything.
Yeah.
And you get into that situation. This is your punishment. And it's now easier.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Okay, I'll just counterattack my way out of everything, and it insta kills everything you touch.
Yeah, it's true. There is a big distinction there where in Assassin's Creed you counterattack some guy. He's freaking dead. In Batman, you counterattack a guy and it doesn't really do a whole lot. It just prevents you from taking damage.
Yeah.
So I'll give it points on that.
Yeah, and it's kind of an action game,
Yeah.
whereas Assassin's Creed is to at least an extent, regardless of my expectations.
Thematically, it should be a stealth game.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think they've taken that lack of stealth and run with it. 'Cause, I don't know. Have you seen the trailer for the new Assassin's Creed?
No, I haven't.
Well, he basically rocks up at some big stronghold and just whops about 30 guys. I was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's an assassin, but he's like the world's greatest warrior.
Warriors Creed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as much as as I have issues with Assassin's Creed, I don't know, that multiplayer, that looks pretty cool. That's unique.
They've definitely done something interesting there. Gotta give them points for that. I haven't tried it. I don't know. I get the impression it might be a bit too solvable.
Wow. Love it. Ah, yes.
I think maybe that's what I'd say about Demon Souls is it's too solvable. A lot of the things, there's just a right way to do them. Whereas in Dark Souls, because of the variation, you don't often. It's not immediately apparent what the right thing to do is.
Cutscene, go away.
At the end of this level, I do like the arrow trap in this level though. That's a cool rolling challenge.
Oh yeah. Once you, again, another situation of the roll being God.
Yeah, but they've kind of built the level to put you in that situation. To say, the roll is really good. Here's a challenge built around the roll. And the sense of satisfaction you get when you master that. You're like, oh, I'm so good. I think
This is a cool boss.
Yeah,
This is like sort of, you have to be careful.
this...
I think that perhaps they should have made the traps appear in more random locations rather than just in the middle.
Yeah, I think what I found a bit frustrating about it was the pews. I don't know. It just really annoyed me. I don't know if it would have been better or worse without them, but... Not that it should have been open. There's loads in this.
Ah, tingles.
You could almost... this is almost
Oh wow.
slightly similar to Old Hero. In that you kind of have to sneak around and be observant first.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Which is maybe what Old Hero should have done a bit more of.
Whereas Old Hero, you just kind of like, you run away after hitting them, that's it.
Yeah.
Whereas that, you kind of... At the same time, I don't think it gives you enough cues as to where those traps are. If it like spammed those cues more...
Yeah, you have to be really patient.
Yeah.
The idea is that the guys walk into them.
Yeah, but they don't really. They're not
No.
like
They're not that thorough.
Yeah, they just kind of like they do the little shuffling thing. It's not like they're actively seeking them out in any way.
No.
Which would be a lot more useful, I think.
Yeah. Well, I don't think they should completely give them up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think it's terrible. I mean, because you can still just be really cautious. You stay around certain areas and you say, well, if there is one here, I'm behind a pillar, so I'll still be okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I do rather like that boss.
Yeah.
Off you go. Come on. No? Oh, yep. There we go.
How did that happen?
I don't know. Who knows? Who knows?
Okay, what do you make of this level?
It's a cool background. I like the background. Like artistically, the background's pretty cool.
Yeah. I love those braziers. Man, they look cool. Like a Celtic sort of design.
Yeah, the pattern on them.
Mm.
Get out of the way, Potts. We're looking. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're pretty neat.
Pretty good. What about the?
Yeah, but gameplay wise,
It's dangerous.
It's not bad. I don't think it's bad.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
There's some levels that I think just are bad. I think, yeah, I would say I prefer this to Tower of Latria 1.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't know. Tower of Latria 1 is just, it's just too many reused assets.
Yeah,
for me to like.
I think maybe the gargoyle enemies in this level could be more interesting.
They're kind of spastic and annoying, actually.
Yeah.
Well, what about those demon things and with the lightning, the demon spheres in Analondo? They drive me up the wall.
Yeah, I think they drive everyone up the wall because you got to hit them and they're just gone.
Yeah, you got to hit them and then they're in midair and then they're smacking you in the face.
They kind of are. Oh.
It's fine.
Oh. They kind of are a rough analog of these guys.
Mm. Oh, give me a spiral rapier. That'd be sweet.
I like the design of these guys, but
Well, these guys are very much, they're very much like those.
yeah, I think
Those.
maybe they just needed some sort of different attack patterns. I don't think they're bad, but I guess maybe the way to beat them is too simple. You sort of hang back and then range on them.
Just beat on them. You get stunned every time you hit them.
Yeah, oh well, that's true. Yeah, when they come down on land and then in their recovery animations.
I think initially though you wouldn't really exactly know. You'd be like, oh god, there's an enemy. And
Yeah.
you'd be all like cautious and stuff.
Oh yeah. But if you're a player that learns quickly, it wouldn't take long to pick it up because they always do the same thing.
You have quite a bit of range on those sticks.
You should just whack these guys and be faster.
Yeah. Oh, didn't kill them all yet. Guess it wouldn't be faster.
Maybe.
No, it probably would be. But
If you hit twice. Is this, oh, it's Yurt.
fuck yeah.
Original Yurt.
Classic yet.
Classic Yurt. Yurt classic. Yeah, I like that.
In this law track business.
He's basically the same guy.
Yeah.
Original Yurt has a much more interesting design though.
And you mean his armor or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like, just everything about him is menacing, hey? He's got the perfect evil guy voice, and he's wearing the most menacing looking armor you've ever seen.
Come back here. You will one day regret this. I do not forget those who do me wrong.
I like how he makes a point out of that. It's like, I am fighting the demons, honestly. That's why I'm here.
Thank you. I will remember this. I am certain we will meet again.
Wow.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's bad that he's that obviously evil. I just find it amusing.
Hmm.
He's like, yeah, that's clearly.
I actually like that thing over there, hey.
The blob thing.
That thing looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I like how the level's sort of built around it as well.
Hmm. It's like, and it's obvious, you can actually see it quite clearly in the back.
Is it? Do you reckon it's meant to be like some sort of spawning creature for all the bugs or something?
Yeah, it is obviously because
So
when you
bugs show up.
destroy it, all the things come out.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Just a lot of these areas I find really memorable. Hey.
Well, this is just pretty much Blighttown. That's an unforgivable thing. Blighttown. Let's talk about that.
That's not.
It needs to be talked about.
Well, like, this is hardly even a question, but these enemies are better than their equivalent bugs in Blighttown, aren't they?
We're pretty much the same.
They are. They're better. These guys like have 2 forms and a couple of attacks. The guys in Blighttown,
They
I
just
think
do
they
the fire.
I think they technically have a whacking you attack.
They do, yeah.
You virtually never see it,
Mm.
And
It's almost always the flame one.
and their fire is pathetic. I mean, these guys aren't tough. I prefer them though. I think they're better. I think to improve on Demon Souls, that's one of the things you'd have to do is go over the content that's there and find ways to jazz it up a bit.
Mm.
You know, like these enemies, it often doesn't matter. Like some enemies, you're meant to range on them. If you have a longer range weapon, you can just start laying in. These weapons with these enemies, doesn't really matter what weapon you've got. You just start laying in.
Yeah.
There's not really,
Well, once you know
there's
everything
not really
the
a
enemy...
strategy there. I think design-wise, what you would want is different enemies sort of test you on different strategies or different skills.
Hmm. Yeah, a lot of the enemies, once you know everything they're capable of doing, it is just a matter of just walking in and hitting them.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But for some enemies, it doesn't even matter what they're capable of. Like those bugs, you just run up and start owning them. And that's what I think doesn't help.
Well,
It's
depends
fine
on...
if you've had to learn a pattern and find a way around it. But if their patterns don't really matter, then I think the enemy's sort of underused.
Yeah, well, it depends on the power of your weapon. Obviously, you can't just go in and wail them.
No, well, I would say for a good example, skeletons in Shrine of Storms. They're always interesting to fight because they're threatening, and you have to find a way around their patterns.
Yeah.
Whereas these bugs,
You
they
just-
they kind of have to find a way around your patterns, which is running up and smacking them in the face. And they're just not a challenge at all, strategically or sort of dexterity-wise.
I suppose I don't really need you.
It's not necessary. I have no use for you.
Stupid bug.
I will crush you like a spider.
Like a bug.
You're like a face bug.
Yeah, we're doing the voices now.
Yep,
It's pretty good.
fantastic.
Yeah, we do that. That's normal. It's an endearing character trait.
Snooty voice.
To quote a certain thing. I don't know if anyone will get that, but...
I didn't get that.
Good. You don't need to get that.
I kind of want to know, but we'll save it till after the recording.
No, I'll just not tell you.
Oh god, man, this elevator's too long.
Yeah, it's pretty long.
Could speed up a bit, couldn't it?
Mm. It is fairly long.
Mind you, it's not that big a deal, in all honesty. I mean, I say it's long, it was like, what, 10, 15 seconds tops?
Damn.
Would the top part of this be open, or is that the other one that opens?
What is up there again? I can't remember. It's a
Right.
key?
Yeah, key.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not bother doing it, but be interested to see. Yeah, so World Tendency events, huh?
I wish there were more of them. They're very rare.
Yeah.
And very specific.
They are. Yeah, I'm torn because either there's not enough of them, or I don't like the concept.
Really? Do you think too much ruins the concept?
No, I'm saying I don't like the concept irrelevant of how much there are. I don't know. Don't you think it's a weird concept? Like, yeah, the certain things open up in the level. I'm fine with that, but the way you activate them is just odd.
Oh god, here he comes. He's in his glitchy mode.
That and the fact that it often didn't really work in multiplayer. Because if you're online, that it like changes the word tendency for you. Like,
Oh, you mean how
it
it bugs out and then it'll be a pure white and then it'll
that's-
go neutral.
That's not a bug. It basically averages the world tendency of everyone slightly. So it'll start moving your world tendency to the average of all players.
You serious?
Yep. That's what it's meant to do.
That's fucking stupid.
It's a bit stupid, yeah. I think if you get through it in one go, like you don't go back to the Nexus, it won't change it.
Mm.
But if you go back to the Nexus, it will then, yeah, sort of get the current average, and it'll move yours towards.
But the average
that
is
bit.
always going to be like near the middle, and there's only like 3 or 4 like
Hard to say. I mean,
inclinations or
these-
like
these-
changes.
these days people are going to be pretty good at the game. It should be pretty close to white. Yeah, anyway, for people who don't know, the World Tendency events are... It's sort of, if you kill a boss, it moves towards white.
As of right now,
And
you can
if
say.
if you die in body form and lose your body, it moves towards black.
So the
Basically, paths open up depending on if it's pure black or pure white.
It'll also change the if you're closer to white, the more healing items will drop.
Oh, really?
Yep. And when you're closer to white, things are easier.
Yeah.
And when you're closer to black, things are harder.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess, though.
Yeah, it seems kind of brutal in some ways if you like constantly failing it up.
You say that, but it doesn't change it if you die in soul form.
Yeah, that's true.
It's only if you die in body form, so...
Oh, it's been a
Oh,
while.
he smacked you good.
He did.
This boss, so you like it, you would say? I'll agree it's one of
It's
the better...
very challenging.
I'll agree it's one of the better ones, but there's some things just annoy me. Like there's fucking 2 of them. That's an obscure reference.
Oh yeah, let's see if anyone gets that.
Yeah.
Dodge jump.
Yeah, definitely their attack patterns are interesting.
He's flipping out.
Irene, could you, like, stop making a fool of the bosses that we like?
Sorry, I can't help it. This is so easy.
By making them flip out and do spastic stuff.
Gotcha. Haha.
Not getting away that easy. Yeah, no, I do remember finding this boss very challenging
Yes.
before I knew about the brazier thing. Damn, they are hard when you're just out in the middle of the corridors.
Like I am right now.
Yeah,
I'm
but there's only one of them.
Yeah,
Are you going to stay here when there's 2 of them?
Okay. I'll try.
I didn't say do it. I said will you? It's a question. You're
Depends.
not there.
Would you stop flipping out? Now this is something they need to
Whoa.
fix, how much they flip out.
Yeah.
Weesh.
Well, I mean, the worst thing about them is when they break and get stuck under the level.
Oh yeah, and then you can't actually kill them.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yes. Well, it's... No. Here he is. Gliding in. Yeah. They're way better than Belfry Gargoyles, though.
Yeah, much harder.
Oh, God.
Oh wow. It's a bit rude, guys.
Go to the brazier.
Sideways roll.
Yeah. Probably shouldn't have sideways rolled.
Fine, I'll go to the brazier.
Yeah. Well, basically, you can make their attacks hit the brazier instead of your face. So that's good. Whereas in the corridor, you're pretty exposed.
Oh really? They love that dash attack a little bit
They
too
do.
much.
They really do. But I think it's a satisfying attack to dodge.
Yeah, the biggest danger is definitely knocking you off rather
Yeah.
than actually just outright killing
Well,
you
it's
with
their
damage.
rudest danger, that's for sure. I'd say for a new player, you're equally likely to just be bashed to death.
Where the hell's the
But
other
when,
one?
When they knock you off, you better not be stuck on a...
No, there he is. He decided to show up late. I'm cool with that. Whee!
Yeah, I think they've got satisfying patterns. But again, I would say most of the bosses that I really like are more similar to regular enemies, and the bosses I don't like are more similar to like weird challenges.
Hmm.
Like the Dragon God, yeah, as you say, an obstacle course.
Yeah, it's not really a boss.
And trying to think of the other bosses. I guess. Well, there's Leechmonger and Vile Colossus. I don't mind Vile Colossus. He's pretty cool, actually.
Dirty Colossus.
Dirty Colossus.
Yeah, Dirty Colossus is actually alright.
Yeah.
Oops.
He's possibly not hard enough, but he is one of the better bosses. Nicely dodged, I guess.
Oh, I knew he was going to hit.
Alright.
You can't hit this.
I mean, how much he wants to.
Can't be done. So you can't hit it. Like that.
Well, it's certainly one thing dodging attacks when there's one of them. When there's two of them, that's...
Yeah, I can do it. It's just, it's definitely a lot harder, don't get me wrong.
Well, you were kind of getting a bit spanked on the
Oh,
walkway.
well, yeah, whatever.
I'm not saying it's your fault. To a degree, you got unlucky, but I'm saying that's going to happen when there's two of them.
Yeah, no.
That was kind of my problem with the boss.
It's dicey.
But, yeah, I'm not sure if... I don't know, it's hard to say. I don't know how much the developers planned for how you would defeat this boss.
When there's two of them.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of, like, patterns.
Were they like, okay, this boss is pretty hard, we'll chuck a brazier in the middle that they should use? Or did they just make an area and chuck two bosses in it?
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. Is the brazier
Did they lock
intentional?
out?
Yeah. Did
we lock out?
Did they plan for the brazier? That would be my question. If they did, then they're quite good, but they didn't make it very obvious to the player.
It is very bright, but yeah, it isn't particularly obvious.
It is bright. I think you discovered it, and I saw you doing it. I was like, oh.
Well, it made sense to put an object between me and
Yeah.
one of them.
Yeah, I know. It's just odd that is the one object.
Hmm. I wonder if we get invaded on this one.
Unlikely.
Probably.
What level are you up to? You leveled up a few times, did you?
47?
47? No, that's still the same.
It's pretty much, I don't really need to level up anymore, but got quite a bit of health. And again, this weapon will be bugger all if I get invaded.
Yeah, I don't know. Most of these third level bosses, I'm not a big fan of.
I don't like this one.
I like this one.
I don't like Dragon God.
Don't get me wrong, but it doesn't feel like a lot of content. And yeah, I think Dragon God, yeah, like sort of story-wise or theme-wise, it's satisfying. You killed that giant thing, but gameplay-wise, you don't feel like you did a whole lot.
I think I have been invaded.
No, I've had this happen about 1 million times, and it hasn't been an actual invasion.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think this is one of the better third level bosses.
Well, I like the fact
But
that
like-
it's online incorporated. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I should do that more. I
But
don't know, I don't know
I mean,
exactly
like-
how you do it for
Yeah.
other things, but I want more of it.
Yeah. Yeah, like all of them have really, really cool designs, style-wise. And yeah, story-wise, they're awesome. Like Gull Inland. He's not a very good enemy, let's be honest. But yeah, that's just such a cool moment. Where you're like, oh, I'm killing this innocent person.
He's stoic.
And the music and everything. Oh, I mean, yeah, mostly the woman.
Well, he's
the woman pleading
he's like,
with you to leave.
Yeah, stoically defending
Yeah,
something that he's defended. I imagine, for quite a period of his life.
yeah. It's really cool story-wise, but unfortunately, it's not that great gameplay-wise.
Yeah. Well,
So I just feel like, yeah, if the game was a bit bigger, you could overlook that. You'll say, oh, this was just a cool moment. But the third level bosses often feel to me like they're meant to be content, but they're not really. They're just story. Oh. Michael Mind.
well,
See some PvP action. Let's hope he's not twinked like crazy.
yeah. I haven't PvP'd in Demon Souls in a while. Hopefully I won't die.
It's the same. Mostly the same. There's no poise.
That's pretty good, yeah.
It's better.
Wow, he's loving that.
Just go and smack him. Just dodge it and then hit him in the face. Oh.
Being a cheeky bitch is what he's being.
Smack him. So the enemies have poise in this game.
Yeah, they do when they start an animation, I think. Yeah, and I don't do much damage. I'm a bit worried now.
No, those guys are really tank, hey? You never do much damage to these guys. Until you backstab.
I hope I got a buff somewhere.
Yeah, I guess it's not really poise, it's hyper armor. But hyper armor is good. Poise is bad. That's my rundown.
Yeah, I don't have any buffs.
My official opinion.
No buffs, Elliot. No, how am I supposed to do this? I can't play without buffs.
I am thinking that he's probably not twinked.
I don't know. The game's been out a long time,
It has.
and this is like the one thing you need to do to finish twinking out your
I don't think he'd be twinked, hey?
magic character. Well, the twinking in this isn't so bad, I guess. But
Yeah, but wouldn't you think that most people who are going to be fully twinked out and geared up would have already done this? I think he's probably a player just trying to get the tube
head.
head man.
I like the original tube.
It is, yeah, so much better than the bulb. I like the bulb.
That was stupid.
I don't like the bulb's part of a set either. I like it as just one random artifact. This guy must be so bored. He's like, get up the fucking stairs. Let's rush in and bash him after he does that.
That thing hangs around for a bit, you know.
Yeah, I know. But his animation goes for a bit as well.
I'm there. Don't worry, go, dude. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Some actual PvP. That's good.
Hopefully I won't die. I don't like my whole run of not dying.
Yeah. I'm amazed. Yeah, I'm surprised somebody's.
Oh, he's got a pure. That's pretty good.
A pure?
Yeah. The chances.
Is he out there casting Firestorm? Well, he doesn't appear to have optimal gear.
He's got a big ass shield.
Yeah. We're wrong. He's got gear. Let's
Is he actually there?
See if he can roll. Just get closer to him. See if he flips out.
Yeah, maybe he's just being weirdo.
I think he might have just left his console. Huh?
Oh god, I don't want to kill him.
I don't know. You're gonna have much choice. Give him some shoves.
Maybe he'll come back. Is he wearing brushwood? He is. Cool. I mean, uncool.
Yeah, my brushwood.
Don't mind it.
Some snow havels. Thank God.
Yeah, no, Havels is hideous in comparison.
Yeah, I never thought I would enjoy brushwood compared to something else.
I don't know, Easton still reminds me of brushwood.
No. There's like no similarity there.
I think there is.
What are you talking about?
It just reminds me of it, I don't know. You're in the arena.
I don't know, Easton's like, it's got some plated shoulders, and then the rest of it's
Maybe it's just the colour.
material with some studs.
It's kind of a similar colour. It's like a reddish, brownish, browny reddish.
Brushwood's like bluish, isn't it?
No, it's red. It's like
Always
it's
look-
kind of brown, yeah.
Always look bluish to me. Oh, yeah, I guess it is brown. Depends on the lighting, though. Lighting affects it. You're just gonna have to kill this guy. I'm sorry.
But I'm gonna feel bad. I don't want to fight him.
Too bad. He's not there, and nobody wants to watch this.
I suppose they don't. But let it be known that I'm a nice guy. I play by the rules.
Yeah, you are playing by the rules. He's like invaded your world, and now you're gonna kill him.
With it. Okay then. Wow, he's pretty laggy.
I think you should kill him.
Yeah, alright, fine.
Probably good thing he's not there, lagging like crazy.
Whoa. That is pretty damn laggy. It's pretty tough. Oh yeah, those things. Forgot about that. Wow, okay. Okay then.
He's on a 56k modem, I think.
He's gonna kill me and he's not even there.
It's not going to kill you. Those things did fuck all.
I know, I'm just saying. Wow.
So they only start showing up after a certain amount of health.
Yeah,
loss.
when the health drops, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I feel kind of bad now. Then again, he was uber laggy, so
Yeah.
kind of glad I didn't have to fight Mr. Glitch.
I said it before, but I'll say it again. I just like self-contained levels.
Just rather than the whole
So
open
much
world
easier.
thing.
Yeah. Not only because of all the backtracking that open world entails, but just, you can refer to a set level, and you're like, that is a complete experience, sort of thing.
Oh, I need shards now.
And it gives you that sense of achievement. You're like, yes, I beat that level, rather than I made it through that
Area.
place, that's not clearly defined.
Where's that woman?
She'll be at the last stone you just came from.
She's not always at the last stone. She
Pretty much always. There she is. At the last stone you just came
Yeah,
from.
whatever.
I'll admit I have once or twice seen her not there. It's very, very uncommon.
Now done? Yes, I'm done. Jub. I can't even see that. 1.1. 1.1?
1.1 what?
Oh my god, that's perfect. At least I think that's perfect. No, it isn't perfect. Oh, god damn it. Oh yeah.
This is just so you can have second chance. Which you clearly don't need.
Oh, I'm just off anyway, so... Yeah, whatever.
So I guess now we come to the swamps.
Ah, yes. At least I'll have a
I
bit
don't
of...
mind them. I don't mind the swamps.
Neither do I. I mind them in Dark Souls.
Yeah,
Mainly because I don't have a frame rate when I'm there.
yeah. I like frame rates.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Pretty nice having frame rates.
I like it when they show you sort of a succession of pictures very quickly that gives you the impression of movement. That's nice.
Animation.
I'm actually not that big a fan of slideshows.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just, somebody casually flicking through a bunch of still images. I don't enjoy that.
I don't see why you wouldn't enjoy it. Oh yeah, the fact that it's really annoying. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, Blighttown, horrible. Horrible shit. And if you don't ever multiplayer there, if you can avoid it, don't do it. Because
this area looks really cool. I don't know.
It pretty much just looks like Blighttown, to be perfectly honest.
It looks better. This place here looks better. Sorry, it does.
Yeah, I'm not convinced.
It's just got nice lighting and nice colouring. They've got like sort of browny, orangey bits there, and then green bits, and it's just like some really nice contrasting going on. I don't think they put as much effort into the lighting in Dark Souls.
Well, I don't know, the filters kind of piss me off.
Yeah.
But, like, when you go from one area to another, it's like extremely obvious and
Yeah.
kind of jarring, to be honest.
Yeah, but I mean the filters also often affect the colours in the level, which I think is probably why this looks good. It's not filtered, so you get the initial lighting and texture colours that they threw in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, I think it's mostly the lighting that does it. Admittedly, a lot of the texture work and stuff would probably be pretty much the same.
Dash tag go! Get up so I can backstab you.
How would you rate this one as a level?
It's the I don't know, I like it. Like,
Yeah.
I definitely like it. I mean, I like a lot of stuff in this game, obviously, but it's
good.
This is one of the levels where being cautious actually makes a big difference.
Yeah. It's interesting. I guess
Like in terms of platforming and enemies.
Yeah, there's often not a big issue with the platforming. It's generally an enemy knocking you around, Or, you know, you're desperately trying to fight them and back off or something, and then you run over an edge. It's usually the enemies, I think, pressuring you into falling off and dying.
Making a fatal mistake. Yeah, it's probably the same thing. Walking into groups of enemies and environmental deaths are always the big dangers in this.
Yeah.
I think you can say that with a lot of the levels, but this is like environmental deaths are way more true on this.
Are you going to try this drop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, is it that one or is the other one? Oh yeah, that does kill you, doesn't it? Oh well, I died.
Yeah, I wasn't sure why you were doing that, to be honest. I mean, yeah, I've done that drop, but I like found it so twitchy. I wouldn't.
Oh no,
risk it.
I do. I actually, when I was dropping off, I completely forgot about that little platform that was
On
that
the
I
other
like
side.
missed entirely.
Hmm.
I was just looking at that and going, no, I can survive that.
Aaron, come on, you're slipping.
I am slipping. My bad. My bad. I've died. Oh god, that would have been so perfect. No wonder.
Yeah, it's pretty ruined.
Yep, I've ruined the playthrough. Sorry guys.
Yeah, we're just going down the normal way, to be honest. Yeah, I know, a lot of this area is precarious, but yeah, it's often not poor navigation that gets you killed. It's generally enemies just putting you under pressure.
Yep, pretty much. Pretty freaking much.
So they've obviously pretty much recreated it in Blighttown
Yeah.
/ the depths.
Well, not so much the depths. Blighttown, definitely.
Yeah.
Blighttown is.
Except they took away all your frames, so there's that.
Yeah, they failed at the whole, optimizing thing.
Yeah. That's one way you could say this is better.
Having a frame rate.
I prefer these enemies as well.
You know what? Yeah. You know what really, really, really annoys me in Demon Souls. I mean, in Dark Souls.
What?
Those guys
What?
with the flaming sticks.
Oh,
That's close.
Yeah.
Those guys with the flaming sticks, like flat out ignoring poise.
Yeah.
Why? I don't understand why they ignore. They have their own special
Yeah.
rules.
Put it in a mechanic and then ignore it in certain situations.
Yeah, that shits me off.
Yeah, that's just it. I mean, that gives you the impression of the enemy's cheating,
Which is not good.
which the player should never really think that. Just go the long way.
This drop here. Yeah, I completely forgot about that.
Oh, I would just drop onto the nest down there. You can survive that.
Alright, really?
Yep.
It's kind of weird. You see how I landed and then I died?
Yeah, we did the slide down the edge, but the nest is slightly higher.
Maybe I was thinking of that, I don't know.
Sorry?
Maybe I was thinking of that, like not dying from that fall.
Yeah, I don't know that I did. I don't ever tried that on Nookie Land at all.
No, yeah,
I
that's
think I
it.
just did the nest.
Faithstone.
I like that attack.
Fucking,
Yeah, I love that it shoves you around as well. It's so clearly just the developers trying to shove you off the nearest ledge.
It's very, very nice of them.
Does that one break your block? They've got one that breaks your block instantly, right?
I think there's an attack.
Throws your shield out.
Wait, where's that mace I just picked up? Oh, too fat.
Why would you want a mace equipped? It's a special one?
Yeah, it's the faith mace.
Oh,
Dude, faith mace.
but you got a fatty roll now. Just take off your helmet.
This is probably not the best weapon for this. Plague rats. Oh, right, yep.
Oh,
I'm fine. What are you talking about?
you're playing very fast and loose here.
The day when maces were
That's
kind of good.
That's a bit of a nook there. I'd be careful.
It's fine.
I wouldn't have run across that.
Storage soldier, yay. Yeah, I should probably switch back to the other thing. Poke at those rats from maximum range.
Oh, plague rats.
Aren't they good?
Oh,
Aren't they just the best?
depends if you like being plagued. I didn't. cautious approach. Always the good one.
Yep. Pretty much. Here's this really cool armor that you love. Let's get some of that.
What?
Chain, dude. Chain.
Oh, Chain. Yeah, no, Chain's a pimp. Well, the
Oh, fucking Chain, my long lost love.
I would marry Chain if I could. Oh, the male Chain's cooler than the female Chain. And they're significantly different as well.
Hmm. That's something they got rid of in Dark Souls.
Yeah, there's subtle differences.
Oh no, there's armors are differences. I'm talking about gender specific armor.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good and a bad thing.
Yeah, I don't think it doesn't impact enough really to care all that much, but
Hmm. What are you doing?
getting souls?
You need this much to buy Chain.
I need millions.
Squillions?
Squillions. I just feel like using all of them right now. And then have all...
Why is this tedious to watch?
It is tedious to watch, but I'm going to spend it, so...
I'll just fast forward this.
No, people love this animation again and again and again. It's good stuff. Look at him go. Poking away. Oh, jab, jab, jab. War pick. That's a manly weapon.
That awesome delay of moving the cursor across.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
I often find that annoying, like, yeah, even in a lot of programs, just like computer applications even, if they try to fancy up the menus too much, and they have, stuff sliding around or moving, and you're like, just get on with it. I want to click my way through this at maximum speed, please.
It's close. We're a bit close.
It's just one of those things where they like seem to care more about the art design than the
Actually,
the user, the user interface, I suppose.
Yep, it's true. I don't know. After going back to this, maybe there's like no delay on Dark
Menus.
Souls in menu.
They
sort
still
of
had,
select.
I think they still have slight animations, but maybe you can just ignore them and press your buttons.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm finding this a little bit annoying, to be honest.
They still have delays, I'm pretty sure, to confirm things.
Oh yeah, defaulting to no.
Hmm.
It's annoying.
Yeah, but maybe you can move across to no, instantaneously.
Noob sticking it on.
It's hard to say if default to no is a bad thing. I guess it should be default to yes, because
You selected
if
it.
you still fuck it up, it's your own fault.
Oh, you got me. You got me again.
Oh,
And I suck.
let's do some tank and spank. Just imagine that he's Leechmonger, that he's not a very good boss.
And then I can ignore him.
You can just wail on him.
Oh, stupid ring, stupid system. Yeah.
I definitely have, I guess, goodish memories of this whole... It can be frustrating, but it's also satisfying, I suppose. Not the boss, obviously. This boss is...
Pretty lame.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting.
Why did you walk off there? Was that intentional?
Sure, yeah, why
Got
not?
some fire?
No. Maybe I picked up
I guess
some.
you just got to tank and spank them.
Yep, that's what I'm doing. Man, he's doing epic damage. Elliot,
Look out, your legs are diseased.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to make it, Elliot.
Yeah, one of you's not going to make it. Whoa, those things are cool. Little leeches waving around.
On the
On the bottom of him, yeah.
yeah. Wiggling around there. Wiggling.
Disturbing.
Wiggling, you get it? You see what I just picked up? A wiggling soul.
A wiggling soul.
Yep. Wiggling.
Alright, that's
something
his boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah,
took you long enough,
not,
Jesus.
Not a very good boss, that one.
I'm gonna level up. Doo-da, doo-da.
I'm going to say he's better than Four Kings, because he's a tank and spank boss. but he doesn't push you to the limit of your tank and spam abilities.
You can range on him from like with arrows and stuff. That's pretty lame. I feel.
I don't know, maybe there is a strategy to Four Kings. But, I don't know, with its undodgeable missile attacks...
Well, it's not undodgeable, you just got to get it to circle around you.
You serious? How do you do that? Or you dodge sideways?
Well, you dodge, and then you get close to it. And it kind of like circles around you.
But you
I've
have
had
no-
like 2 or 3 of them circling me. I was like,
Except
okay.
they have no depth perception on the frickin' things.
This is really difficult, I'll admit.
You're just like looking at it and you're like, that's big, but how big? Is it in front of my face?
In front of my face big? I mean... I have floated now.
Pretty horrific.
Oh, I can't have floated. I'm floated. People are rude.
Kind of floated, what, pants?
Yeah.
Oh well.
I suppose these are
Get
pretty
over
good,
it.
but...
Have you got 2 weapons equipped?
Nope, no, just the one.
Oh, well, get on with it.
Alright, run on. Wait, okay, so I've done...
Yeah, you're up to... No, swamps.
Swamps?
Swamps, you nubbin. You were
Swamps?
just there.
Swamps? Swamps?
Swamps, swamps,
Swamps, swamps,
swamps, swamps.
swamps, swamps.
Yes.
Almost done.
Yeah, well, you're getting into the proper swamps now.
And I know exactly where to go.
Lower Blighttown. It's better than Blighttown. Still better than Blighttown.
Well, if Blighttown have a frame rate, you know, it might...
They might be comparable.
Yeah. They need to fix that.
Mm.
That's just horrendous.
I'm amazed they didn't. They said something about it for the patch. They did not fix it.
No, they haven't fixed it. They certainly haven't even come close to fixing it when there's multiplayer involved.
Oh.
That's unforgivable in my opinion. That's just lazy. That is sloppy shit.
What do you mean, sir? Multiplayer frame rate drops?
No, not just that. The Blighttown. That's pretty much unforgivable.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I mean, at some point they must have loaded up the game.
They play tested.
Gone to Blighttown to see, what it's like to play, and gone,
That's
this
acceptable.
frame rate is just fine. People
And-
will put up with this.
And it's really not.
Yeah, no, I saw some article, I think, lead developer or whatever behind Dark Souls, pretty much apologising for all the problems with the game.
Wow.
Yeah, but he sounded quite ashamed. He was like, I'm not sure we're going to do another Dark Souls. I was like, that's...
Why don't you just fix it then?
Yeah, I was like, that's a slight overreaction. Just take your time with it. We can wait.
Just as long as you do right by us in the end. Yeah, wow, that's a bit extreme considering how successful the game was.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, it sold quite well.
Oh yeah.
The old second chance. It's pretty effect.
It's a bit overpowering, I think, but
Yeah.
yeah. So no second chance was kind of cool.
Kind of.
Well, it kind of annoyed me that
it's
something that was faith orientated was everyone had it.
Yeah.
It was like that's kinda
That
lame.
was bad. But on the other hand, you've kind of made backstabs even better.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that's. I'm just saying that part of it is
Yeah.
okay, not the whole thing.
I think they needed to tweak the numbers. Just taking player HP up.
Oh no, I think backstabs in terms of like
They should be-
damage, not in terms of how they operate, like mechanic wise and with poise and the fact that you can't dodge them anymore is actually kind of better because you have more HP. Like backstabs don't do as much damage. Like the ring makes it a bit extreme.
I don't think it's that big a difference, to be honest. I mean, I've got
To two-shot backstab someone, you need the ring
and
and a backstab weapon.
Yeah, I've got 1300 HP on my main character. I can get one-shotted easy.
Yeah, with a dedicated backstab weapon and the backstab ring.
Yeah, because a dedicated backstab weapon doesn't even require stat investment.
That is true.
And the backstab ring, well, you'd be an idiot not to wear it. So it's not a big deal, really. Pretty much anyone can one-shot me. I think that's wrong.
I know. I just find that generally, when you have a lot of HP, you have more HP in Dark Souls than you do on Demon.
Yeah, but a lot of things also do more damage, I think. Player-wise.
Use the door. Not the door.
Door.
Do.
Yes.
Dirty Colossus. Here
We
we
should
come.
discuss this level. It's okay.
We're kind of
there's-
tailing off in the discussion.
Yeah, there's a nice shortcut in this level.
Oh yeah, that's actually quite good.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to make of this level, to be honest, because long since past the point of it really being a threat, you know.
Well, it's annoying when you get lost. That's
Yeah.
That's the difficulty of this level. Getting lost. Oh, you got me.
Oh, you got smacked in. You got covered in black stuff.
I really don't care because I'm
Covered in
super
gunk.
tank right now.
It's doing a reasonable amount of damage to you. You're gonna want to get rid of the gunk.
It goes off on its own eventually.
Okay. I thought it took longer than that, to be honest. Yeah, I think this is a good boss. Oh,
You know that
yeah.
reminds me.
Yeah, okay. Well, there's one problem. His completely randomized bolt shooting out of his butt to cover you in blacks. There it goes.
I don't really mind that. That's actually timed. I've actually gotten used to that.
I know, but there's no indication from the character
That
when it's
is
going to
true.
come.
That is true.
The first one could just hit you, you know?
It drove me up the wall when I was first fighting because I had
if
no
there
way of
was, you
predicting
know,
it.
some little weird part of him or something you could see winding up for it, then you could accept that.
Like that makes sense. That attack.
Yeah, the explosion.
Yeah. And he's just like ignoring me.
Yeah,
Not that classic.
not doing a great job of showcasing these bosses, which, you know, I said were good.
Well-
now I just feel silly.
They were good.
Long ago, these bosses were good. Gal Vinland.
What a man. He's a man's
Yeah.
man.
It's man's man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is a really nice area, but as I say, it doesn't feel like any significant amount of game content.
Hmm.
It's awesome. I mean, there is a bit of gameplay in beating him, don't get me wrong, but, you know, it's a couple of minutes worth at most.
The tactic of just shooting her with arrows and ignoring Vinland.
I like that works.
Hmm.
That's cool.
You have, I don't know, to come up with that idea the first time you're like going through this boss, you'd have to be a dick. It's like, yeah, you got to kill this innocent woman, I guess, in a way. I know she's like corrupted. and
Yeah,
blah,
you're
blah,
like, yeah, I'll just target her. Screw this big guy who can defend himself.
That cosplay was pretty good.
Yeah. There's a bit of blue coming through his armor now.
May you be unharmed.
Plod. I'm immune to plague.
Cool music in this place too.
Leave us, slayer of
See, this is like,
demons.
they don't attack you, it's pretty cool.
Hmm. Yeah, I think.
Look at that lighting, I love that lighting.
Yeah, everything is amazing about this level. Really, it just doesn't. Well, it's not really a level. That's my gripe with it.
Kind of more of a level than other bosses because you've actually got ordinary enemies in here.
Yeah. I don't know. I like that it's there, but it feels like maybe they should have put in an entire level instead. You know,
Hmm.
the game just feels a bit light on for content. And in terms of replayability, I think it hurts. But first playthrough, you die so much that the game takes a long time anyway.
Hmm.
Yeah, I just think a lot of this dialogue is, I think it's well written.
Hmm.
I love King Alant's dialogue when he's the blob thing.
Oh yeah.
I like how he goes.
That's like it's not meant to be a boss at all.
Yeah, no.
I don't understand people like, oh my god, that boss is rubbish. It's,
Yeah.
like, it's not really meant to be a boss. It's like
Yeah.
it's like a
It's
lesson.
like this really. It's more of a story element.
Well, this guy's more of a boss than
Yeah, he definitely puts up more of a fight.
animation breaking. So good.
No, I just liked, yeah, when Alance says, is it, don't you understand? No one wishes to go on. I was like, there's so many ways of reading that statement. I think it's cool.
Dearest Destroyer, I got parried.
And I don't know how. My weapon's enormous.
You can't parry that shit. That's stupid. What's up? Killed your knight. Have a cry.
You killed him, didn't you? Very well. I can no longer resist you. Do as
You cannot resist me. I'm very attractive. None can resist me.
When I turn my charms on you.
And I'll let you imagine what happened there. Yes. Yes, I'll let you fill in the blanks.
Mephistopheles.
It's a man's woman.
What does that mean?
A manly woman.
It's not a man's woman.
Man's woman.
That'd be a woman's woman, wouldn't it?
Well, whatever.
So here we are again, and you're up to Bolatoria / the end. Wow, you're going to be ridiculously over level for Tower Knight.
It's going to be pretty good.
Should have
right?
gone Tower Knight straight after.
Yeah, Tower Knight's
Phalanx.
going to look like a joke now.
Yeah.
At this level, he will be.
Yeah, I think he's one of those bosses that is disappointing when you're replaying the game.
But
But
initially,
he's
man,
pretty-
how much trouble did I have with him the first time?
Pretty amazing the first time through.
You can say that with pretty much all.
I think-
a lot of the bosses are a lot more interesting.
Yeah.
The first time you fight them.
I think he's good. You probably should have been pushed towards him a bit harder by the game. I guess by default, a lot of people just go, "Oh, let's just go on with the next level," rather than going to different Archstone. But he is one of the easier sort of World 1 bosses, I guess, or Level 1 bosses. Sorry. But I think he also teaches you that everything has patterns. Because like once you
I
fight
found
him,
him really hard.
once
to
you
read.
fight him for a few times, you're like, "Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
I've got to observe and then figure it out."
I found him really hard to read initially because a lot of his movements.
You've got to read his fate.
Yeah. And it's quite difficult.
Mm.
Whereas if you read his body, it'd be a lot more obvious. But you can't constantly be looking up at him.
I don't know. I don't think I found him hard. A couple of them are subtle, but normally, if you're playing overly cautious, that's not an issue. You would just see from his feet that he's going to do something, and you would get out of that.
I don't think there was enough broadcasting of that in these animations, to be honest.
I think there was enough. I recall picking up pretty quickly.
I think I died like 15 times on the Tower Knight. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, I didn't die.
I had a lot more trouble with him than you did.
I died loads on the bridge. I remember that, and I was like, this is really sad. But no, I did okay at the Tower Knight. It only took me a couple of goes.
Woo! Woo!
But yeah, I think he's just a good example of what the game wants from you. He wants you to observe the patterns and learn them.
Hmm. Yep, that's pretty much a universal thing. With all.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I mean,
This is a bit rude, but at the same time, there is clues like smouldering corpses.
there is clues. I'm trying to remember if I just ran straight in there and got flamed the first time. I'm going to assume that I did.
I think I did, but I actually survived it because I was in body form,
Okay.
and then I managed to make it to the other side without dying.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's
You-
as rude considering there's smouldering corpses before where you actually get burnt.
Yeah.
That's not, and not only that, but there is actual audio cues as well if you wait.
Yeah. I'm just, I couldn't really comment one way or the other unless I remembered, what happened to me the first time. And how many people ran straight in there.
I think most people.
Yeah,
would.
I'm going to assume most would.
Roly,
Well,
roly, poly.
having said that, now that I think about it, if you went from the first level to this level, you would probably be onto that. Because the dragon would, when you're new to the game, would have been one of the most memorable things. And
Assuming you remember it.
Yeah, but he flew over a bridge the first time. I mean, I can't remember. I can't really
I think
remember.
the smouldering corpses are way more of a giveaway than that.
I think that is part of it, yeah, but because you already know about the dragon. I don't know. I mean, I can't remember my first playthrough, but I think a newer player, that's what they would, the dragon would literally be seared into their memory.
Seared.
Yeah. It would be grilled in. Flame grilled into their memories.
No, I think that they give you visual and audio cues before the actual danger zone appears, so
That's true.
It's less rude.
I don't think that's enough on its own. But now, the more I think about it, the more I think that after the first run-in with the dragon, people would totally be onto that. I mean, to us, we've played so many times that we don't really care anymore. But I think that would have been a memorable death when a dragon fries you. And you would be looking out for the next bridge where a dragon shows up. Oh, the dog tube. I remember watching you attempting the dog tube on the early playthroughs.
Getting raped?
Yeah. No, I think you had like a really crap shield or something.
Oh, and he's constantly got my block.
Yeah, he just got destroyed.
No, I was flawless at it.
The dogs are brutal when you're not prepared for them.
Yeah, they are. They are pretty annoying.
It's just, I guess they're like one of the real pressure enemies. In that
They never let up.
Not only are they hitting you with fairly effective techniques, they're stressing you and making you bad. And I think that's probably the bigger factor. Nice dramatic slowdown there.
Yeah. Pretty good. Man, they do no damage. Like that.
I'm wary of this one because I think it starts at about that. The very front of that caravan thing.
No, it's about halfway, I think.
I was almost positive it's like right at the front of the caravan rack thing.
I just remember always going there, so...
Oh, he's on here.
Yeah, whatever.
I think, this area really piled on the tension as well. Just because you're like, there's flames behind me.
Yeah.
And like 4 guys in front of me. And one of them's a big guy.
Not only that, but there's archers shooting at you from above.
Yeah. Oh, that was ridiculous on the early playthroughs.
What's up, Town Knight? We'll watch this.
It's because he's so cool.
He's pretty cool.
Iron Golem's got nothing on Town Knight.
He's pretty much the same, dude.
He's nowhere near as cool.
Like, Town Knight's more defensive where Iron Golem's got a pretty cheap grab attack. He just like grabs anything that's in between his feet, and even if you roll, he sucks you into it.
His lock-on can really go mental on that.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if his hand can actually change positions. I've seen him like reach just like through.
I think it's just got an AOE that's like not really representative of his hand at all.
And
I've
just had him completely sped out and like do a 180.
I like how you can knock him off. That should be more of I mean, yeah, it is. That's cool.
That seemed like a bit of a thing. As I said, the first Taurus team.
You can knock him off that thing as well.
You can make him jump off.
Yeah, that's.
I
don't know.
It's not very easy to do, but I think it's intentional. The wall is very obviously broken.
Well, if anything, I think it's more likely that people get knocked off there themselves rather than a Taurus demon. Come to me, Tower Knight. We shall play games.
You should play the game where you ride the shield. I love that game.
Yeah, alright. Let's see if I can.
Oh no, backdash. There we go. Shield riding.
Well, it's kind of a shield ride, wasn't it?
I think. Yeah, well, you're against the wall, unfortunately. I guess he doesn't telegraph loads, but he's also really slow.
He is very slow.
I found it. Yeah, I don't know. Personally, I didn't have that much of a problem with it.
Man.
And I think just if you're being overly cautious, it works fine. You can see from his legs he's doing something.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he's piss easy these days, but he kind of eases you into the game, I think.
Hmm. Well, that'd be the boss I think they would expect you to play
Yeah.
straight after. I don't know.
I think he's one of the ones. Yeah, maybe he doesn't telegraph loads, but he has one of the clearest patterns.
Souls, and more souls.
Oh, showing off your recall there, are you? Try roll the boulders.
Roll the okay. I'm probably gonna fail it though. I don't really do this though. Okay. Wow, I can't believe that worked. How did that go for so long? Wow.
I think because it's fire, it can only hurt you every now and again. And like the previous time it tried to hurt you, you were in invincibility frames.
Hmm.
That was pretty sweet.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it immensely.
I noticed.
I'm pretty much the happiest guy in the world right now. I like these enemies. They're satisfying. Again, once you learn them, they're too easy, but yeah, they're defensive and they can boot your shield away. That's cool.
Yeah, they can't do that in early levels, can they? These guys just kind of like upgrade.
Yeah, it's just these guys. But it's good. I mean, they're like, well, now you've learnt to block and break attacks.
So up the ante.
block attacks. Yeah, let's turn things up a bit.
Whoa! I forgot how slow that was.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty slow.
That is in slow motion. Slow. So how did the animator feel about that? He's like, yeah, I just decided it was going to be in slow mo.
I'm just going to show off my animation skills.
Whoop!
You got one of them.
Take that. Ninjas. Just having
hyper armor ninjas.
Yep, that's the one. I just get a sacred dagger, did I? Can they actually drop sacred daggers? I can't remember.
Yeah,
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
I wasn't paying attention, but yeah, you got one.
I got a secret dagger. Guess what I've got?
Don't tell anyone about it.
It's
Jeez.
a secret.
You're gonna ruin the whole dagger. Yeah, I think this is a good level.
That.
I don't know
That.
yet.
And that.
Boletaria, I think is the strongest levels from Demon Souls. Just because they kind of have the variety.
Man.
I guess, yeah. I would say some of the other levels, their enemies just went for one kind of tactic.
Hmm.
And were just testing you in one kind of way. Because I think Boletaria, they sort of do a bit of everything. You know, they're defensive, they're offensive.
Well, it seems to be more flesh combat, really. Like the
Yeah.
flesh of the combat.
I think it's just more rounded.
You! Stop blocking! That. Headland.
Nice.
Give me that. Bested. Making me look foolish.
Taking a hit. You look like an idiot now.
Yep. Give me the key. Give me the key, give me the key, give me the key. I do like that move. It's very fancy. Corpse physics, huh?
I think as well, just another thing on the level design is a lot of it a lot of the areas, I mean, they're kind of bland looking halls or whatever with stone everywhere. But at the same time, all of them are sort of built on top of each other and changed just enough that you never really lost.
Is that fireworks?
Maybe. I'm gonna go with yes. Oh no! Red-eyed guy's hitting you up. Roll attacks. Oh, roll attacks used to be good.
I remember the first time I went through this area on pure Black Tendency, like, pretty far. I mean, like, having played the game a lot and being completely and utterly gobsmacked when two Black Phantom versions of the Fat Officials appeared in front and behind me.
Yeah.
One appears here and the other appears here. It's the rudest shit I've ever seen.
What, they warp into?
They warp in when you're right here. I was like, wow. Guys, that's fucking rude.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
And I had played the game a lot at that stage and was like, I didn't actually die, but I came pretty damn close. I was like, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
You've just thrown me a curveball, game.
That's cool though.
I want more of that, hey?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's one of those sort of set challenges that can sort of add a lot of fun, I suppose. Yeah, I know, like a lot of games you get the impression when they're making levels, they just like throw shit in everywhere. And I think when you play a game that's good, I think it's in a large degree often to do with the level design, is they place things properly to make specific challenges for you. You know, you would have like set encounters.
Yeah. Oh,
Was that Strava talking?
That's Strava flipping out and me just ignoring him. Yeah, whatever.
Speeding your way through his dialogue.
Well, I was actually just pressing the button to pick up the item, but...
Oh, really?
Oh, Strava, don't die! No!
Who put that message there?
Yeah, I know there's a lever!
He's dead, is he? No.
Strava, I'm coming, Strava. No! You leave him alone!
Take me instead! Strava's too pretty to die.
He's blonde, did you know? Did you know that? Did you know Strava's...
I think I did look at the manual, yes.
Did you know Strava is a blonde pretty boy? And I want to marry him?
Ah, I see you've looked at the manual too.
I couldn't stop after finding out he was blonde.
Oh, yes. Oh, it's Strava. He goes and hides in a corner.
You saved my life.
I did.
This is the third time. I am truly indebted to you. This is all I have. But please accept
I really like his armor design.
I must go. My father, the king, awaits me just over there.
I know, I prefer it to most of the knight armors in Dark Souls.
I don't mind the knight and elite.
I don't mind them, but I prefer that.
I actually think I prefer elite knights, to be honest. I like the cloth.
His
I'm a
yeah, I
massive
wouldn't
fan.
mind some cloth on his, but his just looks real to me. The elite knights, yeah, you don't get a sense of what's under the cloth really, and it's just like some shoulder plates and stuff. And I know a lot of people really like their shoulder plates.
WoW players?
A lot of people. That's all I'm saying. But I'm not one of them. Oh, I remember this bit. This was...
Oh, triple...
Not only that, this whole area. You're just like, okay, there's two spear guys. Then there's two of the blocking spear guys. Then there's a load of dudes. Then there's 3 knights. It's pretty full on. And the corpse is piled up as well. Sense of impending doom for you. He's under you.
Good. I want him.
You want him alone. That's why it's good.
I
Nice.
just love how swingy that is. It's so good.
Cheeky guy. Hiding near the Red Eye Knights.
Wait, you can't poke me.
I think if I can. Oh. I'm just. I just know what
Hideous
what would
memories
have
of-
happened there if you hadn't had your shield up.
Yeah, I know. Combo time.
Like, I like how the pike running attack's like a total throwback to that.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh, there's something satisfying about that move.
Mm.
I wish, yeah, I don't know. I don't see why they nerfed that. I mean, well, not nerfed, but decided to make the pike running attack triple, just 3 times weaker.
Well, because it's a ton of hits.
It's a ton of hits, but it's like,
If it did full pike damage, you'd have half killed someone.
yeah, but it's
Easy.
got like massive disadvantages though. Like you're running and you
you
can't
can't-
get out of it, and it's got a huge wind up, and it's got tiny hitboxes.
Is it exactly 3 hits?
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah, I think that would have been too good.
I don't think so.
Full damage. This guy's a pretty good boss, eh?
Yeah, he's got some fancy moves and definitely got some good.
They're all dodgeable
Yeah,
once you learn his patterns.
he's got a nasty like 1-hit KO almost.
He's got a punisher.
He certainly does,
A serious punisher.
and you can stun him too. That's pretty good.
Oh, you just about got punished.
No, it's fine.
It's turned out fine. For a second there, it was definitely not fine.
Nah, skills.
You just about got punished like a noob.
No.
That is the noob punisher.
RP walk. Ha. Man, Bjor owns this boss.
You'll be smacking him up.
You're doing triple my damage.
Give him the
please.
business. Yo takes a lot of damage when he gets stabbed though, hey?
Yeah, he does.
I've had him be killed in 2 stabs.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. 2's a lot of stabs. And you can really combo the fuck out of him, mate.
Yeah. Depending on your weapon. I found that, yeah, I think my first character going through, I had Falchion or Scimitar, can't remember. But two-handing that, yeah, I managed to combo Flame like a pretty good. I get behind him and I could just empty my stamina bar.
I wonder if I'll be invaded. Oh yeah, that's right, there's 3 Black Phantoms, that's all. Black Phantoms, I love you.
Black Phantoms.
Robots in disguise. No, not really. I don't know where I got that from, but I did.
Transformers.
Yeah. No, I know where I got it from. I'm just saying I don't know why my mind just decided to connect the dots and say, yeah, that's Transformers.
I prefer the alternative that you don't know that's from Transformers.
No, I'm not that ridiculous.
Robots in Disguise. What's that from?
It's from like Will and Grace,
It's
right?
from Aliens, right?
Wow. Bang.
In space, no one can hear robots in disguise.
No one can hear. You got the touch. You got the power.
Yeah. I do like there is a good build in these levels. I think. Yeah, the second last level. There's the giant challenge corridor coming up,
Hmm.
and then 3 Black Phantom guys of varying types. You're like, ooh.
And they all complement each other, right, as well. One's like a really good sword guy. The other's a poker, turtler, tank.
Mm.
Another's ranged with magic. Yeah, whatever. That's what I think of you, Brushwood boy. Killages! No!
Your arch nemesis.
Oh, he's owning me.
You don't want to take many hits from that.
Yeah, that's true.
Your gear will get
I
fucked
wanted to
up.
parry him, but I suppose I shouldn't.
And the spear came in.
Ah, you bitch.
Oh, wow.
Perfect timing.
Brutal.
Nom.
Remember when I had Hands of God? Were you there for that?
Oh, were you trying to kill
I
these
smacked
guys?
a guy down with the... I invaded on this level. Those 3 phantoms were there.
Oh, right.
Smacked a guy down with the running punch.
Oh, and he went
Got
right.
him. I got him 6 times in a row and edged him towards them. And eventually ended up in the middle.
Oh,
and
no.
he got destroyed.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. I was pretty happy with my... Yeah. I can't remember. It was 5 or 6 hits in a row with the running attack.
Do I have things?
Looking for a ride. Should do.
Wait.
Other weapons or stones? That'd be in the stones department, right?
I don't think I have one. Some consumables. No, I don't. Whatever, I'll just kill them. Well, I'll at least kill him. Jerkface. Ah, you bitch. Why'd you go melee? You should just be shooting arrows like a knob.
Well, you got too close. It's a range-based thing.
Ow. Finish him.
Finish the job. One left.
Ha! Gotcha. You should probably be better off with, combo.
It's combo time!
Bash.
No, it's not strategically combo time.
No, that's the one. That is the one, Elliot.
Classic. Classic stuff.
Classic Elliot.
Well, yes, there's not really much to say about this level, huh?
I like the phantoms.
You like the phantoms.
Your mum likes phantoms.
Oh. In bed?
In bed, on the couch.
Wherever, just lazing about.
Yeah. Lazy phantoms.
Reclining phantoms. She's a fan.
I'm running out of things to talk about.
Yeah, yeah, well, as I said, the playthrough is going to take quite a while, so...
I'm going to level up. How much dex do you need for katana? I can't remember.
Who cares? Just finish your weapon and finish the game. I mean, fix your weapon. Fix it.
Fixed. Oh, it's only 13, right?
That's it.
How'd you get?
Easy papa.
He's my papa.
Yeah, I think I was going to say before the character dialogue. I know, didn't you find in Dark Souls, they just seem to repeat themselves a lot? Like, for example, they just go, good luck out there, you better get going, have fun, enjoy your adventuring. I'm like, yeah, okay, fine.
Ah, the delay. So annoying. Super annoying, Elliot. Super annoying.
I understand this.
Super annoying. Super annoying.
This doesn't count as design-based discussion. You're repeating yourself, saying super annoying.
Oh, really? You
Yeah.
sure? Oh, well, I've got nothing then. I don't know what you expect from me, really.
Expect quality.
You're not getting
Expect contributions.
nothing. You get nothing.
It's a stockpile, Thomas. Ah,
What?
is it, when you go to take items and they're in categories. Dark Souls didn't do that. Didn't do that. Forgetting how to speak. Dark Souls didn't do
Don't
that.
do bad. Bad.
Yes, it was bad. That's my point. I mean, why would you not have weapons in categories? It's horrific. You have to go through a fucking monumental list if you've collected a bit of stuff.
It's pretty good, right?
It's not good. It's not good at all.
Pretty good, right?
You pimping your character? You hitting up some fashion souls?
A little bit of fashion souls, yep.
They're done.
Let's have a look.
I like your fists.
Yeah.
Go on fist mode.
No. No. Heck no. I'm thinking...
Could you just get on with it? You hardly need to optimize at this stage.
Well, I'm gonna look good when I finish the game.
You want to look pretty.
I do want to look pretty.
When you go to the prom. When the old one takes you to the prom.
Yep. Stupid white.
How cool was the old one?
He's pretty damn cool.
That's my contribution.
Old one's pretty good.
Yeah. Old one looks real neat.
Thumbs up if you agree.
Yeah. I really like the beach area at the end. That place looks cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
Very serene. Can you roll with this stuff?
I can roll with anything. I can't roll with the shield. Whatever, I don't need a shield. Shields are for noobs anyway. I say that and I'm like the most turtly character you'll ever meet.
Yeah. You're shield poke man.
I'm not just shield poke.
PvP players may know you as shield poke man.
Yeah, but I'm really good at shield poking.
But shields are for noobs.
I'll have you know, the pike is awesome in Dark Souls, and...
It allows you to poke like never before. And that's not necessary.
Not shield poking, though. It's sort of...
You don't need the
poke
shield anymore, because the range is so good. That's not really a defense.
Sure it is. Looks pretty good. Let's get up. Yeah, armor upgrades. They're dumb.
Armor upgrades, yes.
They don't make any sense. It's just like you just upgrade your armor. It's like a chore that you have to do.
Yeah.
It's freaking stupid.
Again, it's to me it's superfluous. It's like the game wouldn't be that impacted if you didn't have it there. There's no choice to be made. Aside from which PC upgrade first, I suppose. Yeah, like Resident Evil 4, the gun upgrades.
Yeah, but
there's a lot of them.
Yeah, but you got to choose which ones you want. Like,
you?
and the
Don't
guns
you
are
just get
actually
all of them.
Yeah, I know. No, you can't get all of them.
Really?
In a single playthrough, you cannot get all of them.
Yeah.
It does transfer.
In a
but
single playthrough.
Yeah, you can do it multiple.
You do get all of them eventually. Though.
Eventually, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I suppose that does make a difference. Yeah, I can't think. There's some other games that did similar thing. Was it Stalker? They had gun upgrades, right? In Call of Pripyat?
I can't remember. I haven't played it in ages. I don't know. I didn't mind it so much. Like the gun upgrades in Resident Evil, it didn't really bother me that much because, like, for example, if you're using the Punisher, it actually goes through multiple enemies. There's like special.
Yeah, no. Some of them were neat. It's just that some games to me are often just damage upgrades.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, yeah, and I don't know, to a large degree, it's the same as leveling up. I would say the value in having a leveling system for your character is that you do make choices. You're like, what do I need for this character? What do I want on them? Whereas if you simplify it too much, and I think a lot of it boils down to just having bigger numbers. You know, like the scaling system in this for weapons, a lot of the time it's like I need to have more stats in this to make my attack number bigger. And that's kind of the same for strength and dex characters. It just influences the weapons that you choose.
Oh, there's a blue phantom. And he's got 4 sessions. I am summoning him.
Are you?
Yeah.
This is weird.
He's only got 4 sessions.
Why were you so opposed to phantoms before?
Because that guy had like a lot of sessions. 4 sessions.
You meant to wait in the middle, right? He's going to flame you in the back. No? I guess you were in the middle for long enough. He's going to ditch this phantom. Later.
No, I'm getting rid of the dragon.
Go up the elevator.
I'm being super nice here. If he even gets in. Oh, there we go.
Waylon Dragon.
Doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah. Oh, I suppose you went down into the nook, didn't you? That's some frames.
I wonder if he'll make it. If this noob will make it. And believe you me,
We shall see.
he's a
He's
noob.
killed an enemy.
Mm.
Impressive. The old gestures.
Come on.
What is he doing?
I don't know.
Does he run backwards through the level?
I see why he would.
Because you didn't show yourself.
Oh, he can't roll. That's unfortunate. Yeah, he's a noob. He's a big fat noob.
Woo! You're engaging in jolly cooperation.
Yes.
To quote a future game.
Careful. Careful, Phantom Boy. He's following behind me and just gets zinged. I'll like. That's quite funny if that happens.
Well, he's got 4 sessions, but it could always be a new profile.
Well, you got 4 S's, so. Oh, there we go. He's in. Oh, yeah. Strava.
Your old friend Estrava.
No.
None of that. Kick him off the edge.
Ooh.
Or shove, sorry. The old shoves. Nice. Oh!
Damn, that's-
Slipped through the cracks.
I was hoping to actually cut him off. It's a bit of a dick move.
I know what you were hoping for. Don't doubt it.
Yeah.
I can read your mind, Oren. Don't you know this?
I am very, very courteous. Except for the whole me trying to cut you off thing. Is he regenning? It's a faith build.
Because you like, yeah, squeeze through the cracks like,
Look at this is the communication. Jiggling around.
yeah. Hey dude, you want to jiggle? Well, this elevator's a bit long. I don't get elevators.
I still found it hilarious, he's shoving stuff video.
Yeah, in the
In
elevator.
the elevator, it's like, yeah, I've been around.
Yeah. I've shoved high, I've shoved low.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've shoved in the mountains, I've
I've-
shoved in the valleys.
It's good. It's good stuff. He's a pretty cool boss.
He's not bad.
He telegraphs properly.
Yeah. And he has a variety of attacks, which I like.
Yeah. He telegraphs properly. I really like that.
Hmm.
Like you can pick up what he's trying to do pretty early.
The thing I would say is, yeah, I suppose it's true of a lot of things, but for newer players, you want to have a shield.
Hmm.
Because you can dodge his attacks, but again, it's one of those things where it takes a while to get that good at dodging.
Like that. Ooh, look at him go. No. Oh my god.
Wow.
Okay, he did that pretty instantly.
Not really. He started doing it and turned around. I was kind of surprised he didn't leave.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, he moved towards you a bit there. Yeah, there's a bit of weird stuff when he changes targets, I think.
Yeah.
I can see that happens. Because he goes from being, hosted on your console to hosted on his. Oh, the combos.
Oh wow.
I don't know why you didn't dodge there. I could have sworn he was just going to turn around and zing you.
Whatever. I don't really care at this stage. Ooh.
You thought about it, eh?
I thought about it. I really did.
How about that, running jumps, hey? Dark Souls? I'm not a fan.
Oh, oh, you're loving it. Oh, yeah, that's good. He's shooting arrows.
I like that combo he does. Oh, you stopped him early. Whoa! Oh, that's his glitchy one, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just, you take a hit.
The arrows just landing in. Yeah.
That guy should get over here so you can combo the crap out of him again. That was cool. It's amazing how many hits you got in. That's not an attack you didn't say much. Oh, and you can technically shove him.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. No, he's good. But yeah, again, I would say in many ways he's good because he's like an enemy, you know?
Yeah, I like that.
He moves around like an enemy and responds to your attacks like an enemy, rather than breaking a lot of rules. I guess you have that familiarity from all the enemies.
Well, you want what you learn while going through the game to actually matter when you
Yeah.
get to a boss.
Yeah, you just want it ramped up a bit.
How did you defeat my precious demon? Well, you see, I beat on it with a stick.
Me and my mate here totally gang raped him.
It was awesome.
Should have been there. The sword has pierced it.
There's an important thing I must do.
Oh, I know. You didn't have to specify.
He's going to be really quite annoying to kill because
Well, I can dub in the original recorded game audio for this, just to get the full effect. You know.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
He's pretty tough, eh?
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking about using Mikoto.
If you can parry him,
That's strong enough.
nice. Are you nice and good at parrying these days?
I'm okay with parrying. Can't roll. This sucks.
Take off your hat.
And this sucks. I can't roll.
Either take off your hat or get a real hat. Officer's hat. Fuck yeah. That is a long sword.
It is.
I forget that it's like extended.
Over an
It's
time.
yeah.
Gang rape. Ah!
I'm very glad it's not a washing pole. I hate the washing pole.
I hate claws.
Fine. I have a reason.
I hate washing pole more than
I have a reason for my pet peeve. Whee! Oh,
I didn't have ability to use this weapon and you died.
you're gonna have to parry him and then two-hand it and then stab him.
I can do that. That's fine. I'm okay with this. I've come to terms with this, Ellie. I win.
Man, it's a good sword. Oh, wait, you picked that up. You must have had white world tendency.
I did. You have multiple characters on this thing, that's why. Oh, you bitch.
Multiple characters.
The world tendency is on your console. So, in other words,
really?
if you have pure white world tendency made from another character...
Oh, okay.
Oh, right, I have to kill this guy. Fuck yeah. It's annoying. Bitch.
Well, he's not going to take as many hits, is he? But
I win, bitches.
yeah, that's another thing I have to say about a lot of the enemies in Dark Souls. Obviously, they got sick of people using the circle around the enemy until you hit him in the back tactic. So they gave like every enemy 300-degree sweeps. Those are annoying. This means they've got
They haven't really fixed the whole circling around backstab thing.
Not really, but the enemies that have 300-degree sweeps, you know, they've got hitboxes in effect for like a full second. And it's really annoying. Because you'll roll, and you know you could be anywhere at the end of that
Yeah.
roll, and their hitboxes could be. Man, he's hiding. Look at him jiggling.
Bring on the bleed. Yeah,
He's got some good bleed resist.
I can do this. Enjoy.
That didn't do all that much.
Yeah, whatever.
He's tank as fuck. I'd have to skip through this bit of the video.
Yes.
Steal his sword, man.
I do want to do it. I
Quick,
really.
take the sword and run! Got a bit of a Excalibur thing there. Sword's in the stone, but obviously you're not good enough to remove it.
Soz, my bad. Just stare at each other, yeah. Ooh, he's crafty. That's bug
That's
damage.
not very good. Did you fix your halberd?
He's just really. I think a magical weapon would actually do more.
Sure.
Pretty sure.
Kodo is magic, isn't it?
No. You always make that mistake. It's pure physical.
Sorry, how much magic damage
Amount.
on Makoto?
0. I wonder if I can actually use that.
Pinch your hand. 14 dex.
Ouch. I thought that was like white. Soul tendency, that's right. Soul tendency, of course. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Could it be out damaging your other weapons? Oh, he's onto you. That cannot be done.
I can do it. I have done it. It is possible, whatever. 7 damage, yeah, no, Makoto's way better.
Try Demon Brant then.
I don't have Demon Brand.
Yeah, you do. Just picked it up.
No. Demon Brand would be a bugger all.
It's got magic. Oh, his defenses are ridiculous.
There they are. I can't lock on, that's right. Slightly more.
He's kind of a lame enemy in that way.
He's just uber tank.
Yeah.
He will fight me.
52. Whoa! Such damage, dude.
Is he immune to bleeding? I can't remember. I know he's not immune to
It
poison.
looks like yes. Judging from that time when you hit him like 100 times in a corner and he didn't bleed. Have you got any poison?
No. Nope. No, he's bleeding.
I am the old king. Darest thou to challenge me?
Ow! Ow! You're suddenly doing damage! Oh, that's right.
Oh, snap.
Fuck. Wow, that bleed is actually quite epic.
Yeah. It's Makoto blade. Best blade in the game, right?
Yeah. That is true. Chimichurri bleed. Look how I'm numbing! Like me, he does damage.
Yeah.
He really doesn't do that much damage beforehand. He was doing bugger all.
Yeah.
And walk off and bleed.
If you thief string it, you can get him, right? Backstab him.
We can just do that.
Again, it just does 52. Oh, he's not bleeding anymore.
Me,
I don't think there's any point parrying him, hey? You only do like 50 damage on the boss.
It's so fucking bizarre. Like when he's actually serious, he does redonkulous damage.
Yeah.
You can somehow...
Do you have to fight this guy?
Oh, that's right. Every now and then he'll get poise.
Hmm.
That's why he's like hitting me in between. Bad king. Oh, wow.
I have 105,000 souls. Surely you could get a good weapon with that.
I don't have any stones.
Buy some stones.
No stones. Fuck it, I'll just...
You lost your stones?
Don't have the stones for this?
Yeah.
No, fuck it, I'll just go to the end boss.
Yeah.
I can't even be bothered getting my souls back. I care that little about them.
Oh yeah, well when you say end boss, you've already killed the end boss.
Yeah.
Time to go to the finish the game bit.
Yep.
The game finishing segment. Give me a sweet. Oh, Jesus. I didn't say give me your sweet. You could have given me a different one.
No. Yeah. I'm sure I could hear that already, Elliot.
Well. Yeah, it's amplified. Down the hole.
Yeah.
Down the hole we go, young adventurer.
Wee.
Whee! It's a big hole.
What's at the end of it though, Elliot?
Oh, you didn't watch the old one cinematic.
Oh yeah.
I like bigged up how cool the old one is.
Here he is. It's pretty cool.
No, his interior is not as cool as his exterior.
You have been chosen by the big tree underground. You are our first spastic here. May you never be welcome. Joy.
It's an odd universe, hey? Just the fact that it still seems to have one god. Like a sort of, I guess, Christian inspired or something. Yeah, like most games go for a mythology with loads of gods or something. Something more. Basically Greek. Most games go with Greek. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I need something more interesting.
Aww. Dramatic finish. It's not really necessary, Elliot.
Such a cool line, I like it. Shawing.
Thy work is done. Slayer of demons, go back above.
There's something I must do. I must touch the demon inside him.
I'm sick of having my demon touched so often. I'm gonna touch someone else's demon.
See how it feels.
I shall roll the old one back to slumber.
That's like a big soul. You get like a trillion souls.
Punch.
You ask my duty.
My duty is fulfilled. Ooh.
So the old one's essentially a demon, right? It just wants souls.
Endless thirst.
It was made by God. It's kind of odd.
Was it made by God?
Yeah.
There's no
Starting
proof. You have no
credit.
proof of that.
On the second day, God created a soul-devouring demon.
That's true.
And
That's the soul-devouring demon?
a land says God is merciful and so created the old one.
Boletaria was spared from the demons.
But I guess it's sort of Christian in that way. And look, God's not that great a guy. He's a bit of a dick.
Bit of a dick, yeah.
During the pandemonium were never retrieved. And today, the unstable world has another monumental to hold its fabric together. A brave new hero.
So you become a monumental. That's pretty suck.
Well, no, I think like it says a brave new hero of unprecedented power. It doesn't seem like the Monumentals have a whole lot of power outside of keeping reality.
Yeah, you become monumental. I wonder if that means you turn into a weird little child thing.
I don't know.
Child doll.
Maybe you gain that monumental power, but aren't like a weird
Yeah.
little child doll.
I assume that's the case. I assume monumentals, yeah. I don't know if they're meant to be like a race or a type of being.
There's
Or if
something. There's something as a result of the soul arts, though.
Hmm.
You can pretty much say that for a fact.
Yeah. Man, that thing looks so different there.
Hmm. Smoother. Does it seem smoother to you?
Yeah, look at the horns, man. Like shining.
Well, so does that, though.
Thanks.
I don't know. It's just It's a more complete package. It's more polished.
Oh yeah. No question.
It's shorter, yes, but it's just better.
Yeah, I think that's just the thing. Like, I like it better in so many ways, but I don't know that it's as replayable.
As Dark
Maybe it
Souls.
is. Maybe it is as replayable, but obviously each replay is much shorter
Hmm.
due to less content. Yeah, I just think obviously it takes you much longer, even if you were speedrunning Dark Souls.
Hmm.
What is that behind him?
It's a dragon. In front of the castle.
Yeah, it just looks weird. Oh, a spider.
Yep, it certainly is the armor spider.
Pretty cool. There he is. Man, he looks weird there. He's got no flames. How's he a flame lurker if he's not lurking in flames? And he had like... In the actual game, he's got like a beardy thing, right?
Yeah.
Flame beard. Which is pretty awesome.
Flaming beard man.
That's cool. I can't tell if that's a drawing or a model.
Hmm.
I think it's probably a model. With filters. Filters, fuck you.
It's pretty good. Ending credits, actually.
Hmm. Yeah, I've gone through and like rendered out all the bosses.
Hmm.
High detail.
Rah! Ah, shut up!
Would you please be quiet?
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it's like a grin on the one behind him as well. I like the structure on that guy's chair.
Yeah. It's a
Fancy.
it's an incredibly elaborate chair.
Yeah, as chairs behind him.
There's chairs on top of
The
that.
traitors that he deposed. That's what I'm going with. Well, I think he's meant to be the husband of the...
Tarot,
Yeah.
Latria, sorcerer chick.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not
No,
actually
not
her.
not the sorcerer. The woman in the jail cell.
Oh, you reckon
And
so?
yeah, yeah. I was reading it somewhere, and then he like started getting into the soul arts and the demons,
Hmm.
and he like made the fool's idol to replace his wife.
Ah, right, yeah. I heard that. I've heard that the Fool's Idol is supposed to be.
Yeah, but I think his wife was like really willful or something.
Hmm.
Galvind. Oh, and there's actually a
Hmm?
woman was behind him.
No, I didn't see it.
She like blended right into the background. That design is odd.
It's kind of creepy with that mouth.
Hmm. I like it. It's definitely unique. He's like cracked as well.
Hmm. It's made of stone. don't know. It's just in my opinion, just more polished,
Yeah,
more complete,
definitely.
shorter. Yes, it seems like that. It just seems just more well thought out. I mean, it has its flaws. It's not perfect.
Yeah. Well, as I say, I definitely got the impression they were a bit rushed on Dark Souls.
Mm.
Whereas, like, this game, nobody knew how it was going to do.
Mm.
It's just one of their projects. And then once they got the marketing and hype and everything going on behind Dark Souls, they had to keep to their release
Yeah,
date.
pressure there.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, there's so many little things that just don't feel as solid in Dark Souls, I think.
Mm.
And I suppose a lot of it's to do with, glitches. Or little parts of the physics that just don't work properly. Laying the beat down.
Yep.
Well, I suppose that's it. Nice.
Yep. That's what I did. That's something they do in a lot of videos. You notice that?
Yeah.
They're like their character put in. Bye bye. Ooh. Hello.